What's up, guys? Everyone, welcome once again to my live, guys. How's everyone doing? Once again, unexpectedly, another pop-up live, guys, in an unexpected time. It's like I'm going live suddenly while everyone is busy doing work, listing, shipping, selling, sourcing, and I never do anything. How's everyone's sales, guys? Anything goes. Welcome, man. You're the first one. You lucky first winner of going into my life. Happy 4th de Mayo. Actually, it's tomorrow, isn't it? Cinco de Mayo is like Friday. You guys gonna celebrate Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Or is it Saturday? Sal, welcome, man. Sal, welcome. Gracias, man, for stopping by. Gracias is a thank you. Hola. Sal, hola, heavy hola. Hola. Heavy hola, man. Yeah, I know it's 5th, so it's tomorrow. Man, I cannot count, so that's fine. I may celebrate it today. Hola, Sal, hola, Salvador. What's going on, brother? Sal, why are you putting up your name as short name? You have to be Salvador, like the full name. It's more kind of important to be like with full name instead of short name. Like for me, everyone calls me Roman, but actually in short form, it's Roma, like Italy. That's my short name. See, everyone who knows me, my friends, they call me Roma because it's like Italy. It's short form in Russian. Roman is long form or formal. Tommy, welcome. I know you're in the shower, man. It's actually normal. Listing shoes in the shower. Tommy, make sure your wife doesn't go in for Russian sexy time. I don't know. She may catch you with another Russian woman, man, in the shower doing unnecessary things, illegal. She'll be unhappy, Tommy. You have to know if she's gonna catch you. Even though right now probably nothing will happen. Anything goes. What's your name? Actually, you're always in my life, but I never know your name. Let us know. Let us know your name in the comments because it's kind of anything goes. It's kind of a good YouTube name. If I don't know if it's good or not in terms of comments, anything goes may be a lot of different things. Every time you go on a date and you ask a woman like, what can you do, and she says anything goes. I'm kidding. Maybe you're a woman, so I don't know. I may be offending someone, guys. I saw some postcards yesterday and I said, that's good. I actually didn't sell anything today, so which was my normal day of doing nothing. Because I was in pain, so I decided since I'm in pain, I will be excused from doing anything at all. So I don't know if it's good or not, but I almost ended up in emergency today. Hopefully, I'm not gonna end up in emergency later on. We'll see how it goes, guys. I was kind of on the border of calling ambulance. Trilingual, yeah, trilingual is good. I only know hola, gracias in Spanish, and then I forget everything else. And I knew some stuff in German and Italian. It's everything in Hebrew because I went to Hebrew school. So I remember reading from left to right, but You see, that's the problem with knowing too many languages, guys. It's like I cannot concentrate on remembering a lot of stuff because when you speak mostly Russian and English, um, it's hard to remember all other languages because you don't use them that much. Like when I went to Hebrew school, I studied Hebrew language, which is very difficult compared to Russian, in my opinion. Even Japanese, probably. Japanese, I think, is the hardest. But Hebrew is not easy. You have to remember a lot of letters, which are really difficult to write, even if you write them. I don't know, compared to Russian, in my opinion. Salvadorable. Yes, exactly, Sal. Correct. So, guys, when you go to Cameron's and Sal's live next time, call Sal Salvadorable. Tell him I sent you. Have a hello, Tommy. Tommy, how are your sales today? I know you're very proud of your sales all the time, man. You have to let us know, Tommy. Come on. All the 6 people in my life. Thank you guys for stopping by today. You guys know I'm here for entertainment purposes only. I don't work, I don't do anything. So I just go live just to kind of feel better from all the pain that I have taken last couple days. Actually, right now I started to feel a little bit better because I went live. Because if I didn't, I don't know, guys. Probably would have called 911. Phony Roma. Man, Tommy, you know Roma is Italy. See, guys, but I'm kind of a traitor. Look, my name is Roman, but I'm wearing Hispania. See, this is Spain. Even soccer page right here is from Spain soccer team. So I'm kind of I don't know. I'm a traitor with my name and wearing Spanish patches and rooting for Hispania or Spain instead of Italy. She gets message results. Tommy, that's actually everyday problem with women. I mean, let's not say anything bad. I decided, Tommy, at least when you married, at least sometimes someone will clean it for you. Think about if you're not married, then you're gonna have to unclog it by yourself. Nobody gonna help you. So see, that's kind of advantages of being married and not married, Tommy. You have to understand. Sometimes someone has to clean up something. Let's see what else I missed today. So what else? What else interesting you guys listed today and sold? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, guys. What was the most interesting listings that you had today or this week? Or what was the most interesting sale that you had this week? The best sale. Let's discuss that. It's very important for any lives. My name is Bob. Most just call me AG. Okay, Bob. I hope I didn't offend you with my previous comments. So, Bob, if I can call you Bob from now on, or instead of anything goes, let me know. What's the best thing? Call you Bob or anything goes? Just let me know just in case. Hope you feel better. Yeah, man, Sal, it's like, I don't know, man. I feel kind of better today because finally it's like 50 degrees outside. It was about 30 degrees last couple days and snowing yesterday, which is normal for Cleveland. We get like, for example, in the beginning of April, there was a week when we had like 80 degrees, like for like the whole week. And then in the middle of April, the temperature went down to like 50 degrees. And end of the month, it was actually raining with like 30 degrees, 25 degrees. Yesterday, it was like snowing. Day before, it was raining and snowing. So that's what you get in Cleveland, guys. There is like 1 week of spring, and then it's winter again until like July probably this year, because we didn't have much snow in Cleveland in the winter time, which is not a good thing. So when we don't have any snow in the winter, like much, not a lot of snow, usually there is no summer. So I'm kind of already thinking we're not gonna have any summer this year. It's gonna be raining. because whenever there is no snow in the winter, it's always raining in Cleveland, and it's like 60 degrees. So hopefully we're gonna get 1 week of summer this year. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, guys. I'll let you know if we're gonna have snow in June. I can say a couple terms in Yiddish, but would be terrified to try to type. Yiddish is like German. I know, Bob, you know probably about it, but Yiddish is actually, if you know Jake, Yaakov Benz, he actually knows Hebrew, but I never asked him if he knows Yiddish. Probably he does, because Yiddish is older form of basically in terms of Jews coming from different countries, because Jake is actually I forgot exactly. Um, it's like let me call it this way. Like I'm Ashkenazi Jew, which is European. He is more of a, I think it's like Spain, like around like Moroccan Jew, or like darker skinned, basically, in a way. I hope I didn't offend Jake. Jake, if you're gonna watch, I'm sorry, man. But I know he is not Ashkenazi. He is not an Ashkenaz. He's not an European Jew. Sold an empty Donkey Kong Nintendo 64 bucks for $250. Pretty. That's good, man. Congratulations. That's a good sale. I actually listed some good stuff. I found. I'll show you guys some interesting finds, which is actually not bad for me. my actually, in my opinion, guys, whenever I find something decent, for me personally, I'm not trying to tell everyone what to find, as you guys know. That's why I don't make any YouTube videos so far. But for me, I found some decent stuff. Paul, привет, man. Guys, this is my Florida friend from Ukraine. Actually, I have to go to Paul sometime and cook some, make some shish kebabs. I already commented on his video from his birthday. When he's, guys, you have to watch. I mean, he got some interesting stuff in terms of like what he does on his Philly Flipper Live channel. His storytelling from morning to, it's actually not easy to do. I mean, I talked to myself already trying to do this kind of thing, but I'm not gonna do it. It's not in my head. I cannot do it. I can entertain, I can walk with the camera and talk a lot, but show like everyday kind of vlog, um I cannot. I don't know if I can deal with it. It's gonna be difficult because I'm like all over the place. So I will forget something, it's not gonna be that entertaining. But I actually watched his video where he had birthday and his parents came in, which is really nice, guys. If you're gonna understand the mentality of Eastern Europeans, that's the best thing actually, that his dad goes to his, went to his birthday in Florida, or how he went to see his mom. It's kind of, that's what traditional type of thing is. It's kind of cool to see, and he shows it in his videos, where his dad arrived, made some steaks on his grill. That's kind of, and I usually, that's why if Paul lived like next state, I probably would have drove there, and showed up on his birthday. But sorry, Paul, man. But с днем рождения, man. Tommy, sorry I missed your comments. I know you're still in the shower, man. 550 while being in the shower, man, that's not bad. Tommy, you always sell around $600. So if you're gonna calculate your monthly income without fees, without shipping, profit wise, it's not bad living in Delaware. So I can tell you $600 or so a day. I don't think it's profit. It's like Tommy is not, trying to put himself up, guys. Sorry, Tommy, you have to tell the truth sometimes, man. You know how I am. I always tell the truth. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what kind of YouTuber it is, how many subs they have. You know how I am, man. I don't look at that stuff. I look at the person, their intentions, their personality, how they are. If they are like evil behind the scenes, or they are like normal, in real life. So, but I'm sorry, guys, if I offended anyone. So in advance, I picked it up at the recycling, so some of threw it out. Anyway, that's good. You don't have to keep anything. Like for me, I would actually buy stuff that I'm actually really lately. I started to be more picky uh, in terms of what I find, which is actually not my norm. I usually try to buy stuff that is very difficult to sell. It's in my kind of nature to look for this kind of stuff. Found some stuff last weekend at the garage sale, which I thought were I'll show it to you guys, which I thought were decent action figures, but they are not, and they're saturated, and that's normal for me. It's like I always learn. That's why for me as a life, I should rename my channel to uh, learning all my life. Yes, if you know, "Привет, братан" means hi, brother, in Russian. Well, where you know the history very well. Had some neighbors that taught me. I know, Bob. I know history very well, man. I actually had A's in history in Soviet Union, man. I had like that was my subject where I would like be one of the best in class, and I would remember and a lot of things. Even though lately was I think since I got a little bit older, I'm not that old. I'm 44, but I cannot remember like stuff now that I remember 10 years ago. It's kind of weird to say that, but I have to remind myself what was going on. Even right now, I'm watching some movies in Russian all the time, like Russian movies. And about right now, it's gonna be May 9th. Amanda, welcome. Angela, welcome to my live, guys. Saying caffeinated C, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I really appreciate it. But anyway, I was watching a movie about World War II, which is actually going to be May 9th, guys. As you guys know, May 9th is a celebration of Victory Day in Soviet Union, which is Russia, which is actually right now the way what they're doing in Ukraine is not a country that actually, in my opinion, was in that war with Nazis. During World War II, trying to fight Germans. It was completely different army, completely different mentality. You cannot compare the army from the World War II to the current Russian army. It's like day and night. They are doing basically the same thing that they actually fought for. They fought for it with Germans during World War II, and now with occupation of Ukraine, they're actually doing what Germans were doing. So that's like, and that, as you guys know, Russia at the time was Soviet Union fighting Germans and Nazis, what you call them. You cannot call them Germans because German people, I think, will get offended because, if you talk to someone in Germany right now and remembers the Nazis, everyone in Germany probably has some kind of roots, but they're not proud of it, I think. But let's be real here. Staten Island. Let's see who I missed. Not easy with exactly, Paul. I know it's not with my ADD especially. Especially with my ADD being like all over the place. That's why when I go to garage sales, I cannot concentrate because if I see someone else, like another reseller, I look at something and my attention, instead of concentrating on trying to get something, I'm looking at what they're getting, and then I get lost and I lose concentration. See, that's not good, guys. But the accent, people, I love it. That's great. I love accents also, even though my accent is so bad. Even Arnold doesn't have an accent compared to mine. What can Shashik is only press. Paul, you actually, that's good presence, man. Right now, you don't need anything else. Paul was right about in one of his lives I don't remember. I think in a draft night live that he was talking about vodka and like he was drinking some kind of something else, or I don't remember actually. I think he drank vodka, but I was talking about the other stuff like whiskey and bourbon and cognac and whatever is mixed. So basically, mixed type of alcohol is gonna give you bad hangover because this stuff is mixed most of the time. And cocktails are even the worst because cocktails have like a lot of sugar and people put a lot of different alcoholic mixtures in them. So if you drink cocktails, you're gonna get the worst hangover. But if you drink vodka, it's like clear and there is not much stuff mixed. So you're not gonna have a bad hangover unless you buy really bad vodka. If you buy vodka that's $20, which is not distilled so many times, you know you're gonna have really bad hangover. So if you're gonna drink vodka, it has to be some kind of decent one, similar to basically tequila. If you're gonna buy anejo, which is like higher levels, reposado is like middle, and silver is like lower. So similar stuff is bourbon, whiskey, depends like how many years. So everything is basically similar. Was wondering how other researchers are doing. I guess everyone already answered. That was like 10,000 years ago when you asked that. Sorry. I think someone already answered that. Glamour, welcome. Someone say vodka. I see you, Glamour. Welcome to my life. Angela, welcome again. Sorry, I'm very slow at net doesn't sell. Net doesn't, Tommy, net doesn't sell, meaning in Russian no, or net doesn't sell. Because Tommy put net, which is no in Russian, so I don't know what he meant. Net is like a net. So, like, net is where you catch your fish. Hello, perfectly blessed. Angela and Amanda, welcome. Sorry, guys, I'm getting to you right now. I'm sorry it took about 10 hours. Where is Matt to complete the traffic? Matt is actually, Amanda, Matt is working compared to me. Everyone is working, Amanda. Look at people like doing whatnot, selling stuff on eBay, sourcing. Today, actually, I took a day off a little bit. I was listing earlier because I had really bad pain. I tried to work out with my I doing squats yesterday and something happened again. So I have to. I went. I went to see my physician today. So I may have to go to see another doctor because it's like non-stop stuff with me working out and injuring myself constantly. Was doing that, guys. When you work out, guys, make sure to do it properly. That's very important. Similar to selling on eBay. Don't kill yourself. The health is more important, guys. Hi, anything goes. Meta's on a break. Yeah, Meta's gonna be probably later on in what is the Hustle Couple, the reseller workroom live. So we're gonna see Matt and Adam and Sarah later on tonight. Guys, don't forget today there's gonna be hopefully the workroom live, reselling workroom with Amy and Dan. They weren't live yesterday. I don't know why. And also today it's gonna be Adam and Sarah live on their live Thursday night, which is I see. I remember it's Thursday, which is actually not bad. Roman, where are you going to go live? Um, Amanda Ross is like there is like I will go live from there again, but it's like I've been there at our local one here. There is nothing there that I actually wanted to actually buy lately. There is like not much of a selection. I'll go just live for fun. I mean, I didn't find recently at Ross. I didn't find. I don't know. It depends on the Ross, like where it is, what kind of inventory they have. Like mine, it's like it's very rare you're gonna find. Like that day when I went there, I actually found compared to all other days I went. But you have to go every day, I think, to actually, to find something. Because I mean, I don't go every day there. If you go every day, maybe you're gonna run into this kind of stuff, like decent prices on some shoes or some like bedding sets, like Ralph Lauren, some other stuff. So I don't know. I every time I went there recently, like I didn't find anything, so I didn't want to waste my time and go there, like every other day. So I just would better go, like for me, I would rather go to like Beans or garage sale, estate sale. But Ras is like retail arbitrage. You have to know, like if you go every day, you may run into certain things and pick them up. But you're gonna have to make sure you spend, as you guys know, everyone in their life right now with retail arbitrage. You have to be careful because of you're gonna spend more money, so you're gonna have to at least make profit on what you're buying. It's new, but still, you don't want to overpay, and then this. I mean, that's why you check to make sure. Let's see what else I missed. What's up, Brandon? Welcome, man. Brandon, I have to watch your video today, man. I didn't watch your video today. Sorry, man. Brandon has some cool stuff going on. Brandon had like a video in a dumpster and shooting stuff from slingshot. So check him out, guys. Resale King on YouTube, guys. Check out his videos. Very fun. Someone say vodka and shashlik is neat, but cigars and whiskey, wild women and are the American dream. Yeah, wild women. Exactly. It depends, especially with spring break coming up. Bob, if you're gonna go to the spring break in Florida, you're gonna run into some wild women there. Maybe, but you can run into them everywhere. It doesn't matter. No hangovers from exactly, Paul. That's right. Paul, at the reseller rally, I'm gonna try to find not at the reseller rally, for the reseller rally, I'll find Gorilka. And guys, when I if I find it, whoever's gonna wanna try it, I'll invite you guys to my room and you'll try it because I don't know if it's for everyone. It's gonna be interesting to see impressions on everyone's face when they're gonna try it. It's not really bad. It's just I don't know. It's hard to explain. You have to try it. It's like any other alcoholic beverage that you haven't tried yet. So it's gonna be something interesting for everyone to see. Like even trying Russian food, for example. I'm gonna bring some Russian food with me to the reseller rally. I'll go to the Russian store, buy some food, bring it there. So you guys, if you want to try it, you're welcome to. I'll stop by in my room. I'll let you know what room I'll be in. So you guys gonna, if you guys want, you can stop by and try it. Fact check: I have pounded bottles of Grey Goose vodka and been hungover. Bob, Grey Goose I don't drink anymore. It's not good. Used to be good for mixing with like for martinis, but it's actually fell off. Grey Goose fell off big time. I mean, someone likes it, but I don't like it anymore. I used to like it, but not anymore. I would rather get Stoli Elite. If you guys want to go get good vodka, try this one. It's called Stoli Elite. I put it in the comments. If you go to a store, try Stoli Elite. That's not a bad vodka. You actually, it doesn't give you hangover. It's really good in terms of just, it's very smooth. So it's like not bad compared to Grey Goose, which has like bad aftertaste. If you drink Grey Goose, you're gonna feel it like when you drink it, it's gonna have like aftertaste, like very sour kind of aftertaste. So that's why I don't like it anymore. I would, for me personally, the best alcoholic beverage right now is Irish whiskey because I don't like vodka that much right now. I used to like bourbon more before. Now I don't anymore. And I'm kind of, I'm recently I was kind of trying different Irish whiskey because it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of not bad. Not Jameson. Jameson is not bad, but not great. Bushmills is good, and some are like Tullamore Dew. There are different ones that you're gonna find in terms of Irish whiskey, but it's not bad. I like it. Let's see who else I missed for my auction, but escaping. Okay, that's no problem, Glamour. Thanks for stopping by if you're still here. If not, but thanks for stopping by anyway. I know everyone has auctions, guys. Everyone is busy. We drink the Jack here. Jack Daniels, yes. Angela, Jack Daniels. I used to. I actually like the one that I think honey, Jack Honey or whatever Jack Daniels honey version. It's really sweet, but I mean it's not bad if you mix it with something. Even though I don't like mixing anything, but sometimes I will. It's kind of Jack Daniels honey, and I think there is an apple one. The different like flavors. Jack Daniels by itself is not bad, not great. I think what is called Maker's Mark. I actually kind of tried to compare one time Jack Daniels and Maker's Mark and Red Rose. I think that's what it's called. Red Roses or Four Roses. I don't remember. I tried to compare them in terms of taste. Um, and even though I'm not a great in tasting this kind of stuff to tell, but I don't know. I think Maker's Mark, Wild Turkey, I don't like at all, unless you mix it. But Maker's Mark, I think, is a little bit better maybe than Jack Daniels. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. Squat or great workout. I know they are good. Sorry guys, I'm way behind. Here's Brandon, guys. I have too much shit. Exactly, man. I know you do. let's do the Brandon. If you're still here, do the next video. I actually might send you something too, man, to use. I'll let you know for your slingshot like contest or slingshot entertainment to shoot at your van. You need to drive that one to the reseller rally, man. we're gonna throw it down into the Ohio River. The wild women don't. Exactly. Gorilka isn't for everyone, guys. Paul, you're gonna come into my room anyway, but guys, don't be shy. When you're gonna be at the reseller rally, I'll bring some Russian food. We're gonna drink Gorilka if I'm gonna find it. If not, I'll bring different types of. I'll drink some like different vodka. Not a lot, but a couple of different bottles. But we'll see. And then if I'm gonna find Gorilka, then I'll bring it and with some Russian food, like Paul knows, like pelmeni, холодец. We're gonna try to. If you guys gonna like it or not, I don't know, but you're gonna taste it at least. I know that it's gonna be something strange if you've never tried it, but you're gonna most likely like it because our actually Russian store here, they make food, but as they say, if it's better to for it to be made home by your wife or like women who know how to actually make Russian food. It's actually better than getting it at Russian store because Russian store is like they make a lot of it and they don't like put a lot of love into it because they're trying to kind of move it quantity, so they just do it whatever. But still, it's not bad. But the best way, of course, if you it doesn't matter if it's Russian food or any type of food. It's like whoever makes it and puts their soul into it, it's always much better than you're gonna go into any store, supermarket, and buy like potato salad and or anything like any type of salad at any supermarket. It's not gonna be that great compared to like you know your wife or grandma or whoever gonna make it. It's much better than that crap in a store. So that's what I'm trying to kind of get at. You're trying to drag us. Salvador, man, you're welcome to stop by, man. I'll let you know because you're gonna be at the rally. Salvador will be trying Gorilka, guys. Paul for sure. We may invite Tommy. Tommy probably gonna run away. We'll see how that goes because probably before the rally, Tommy's wife probably gonna tell him to stay away from me. So just Tommy's like, what? Tommy will probably not listen, but we'll see, guys. We'll see how that's gonna go. Maybe we gonna try some Gorilka. Tommy gonna try it. We'll see his reaction. Maybe we're gonna go live from the room with all the Russian food and drinks. So we'll see what they. Brandon, most likely, I will be there actually Friday, but what I'm probably gonna do, I have a friend in Columbus, so I may leave Thursday and thrift on the way there, like visit some thrift stores, maybe garage sales, because it's gonna be late September. So in Columbus areas, they're gonna have garage sales still, because in Cleveland it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be probably over, and Cincinnati will have it because it's still gonna be warmer weather end of September. So I actually planning to leave on Thursday morning. So I will stop by, see my friend and source in Columbus area, around that area there. So we'll see. I'll let you know, man, on Instagram. I'll text you. See what else I missed, guys. James, exactly. See, Brandon Jameson. I was thinking about bringing Jameson to the rally, but I don't know, man. We'll probably do some other Irish whiskey. I will find a good one. Maybe McConnell's. There are some other good ones. I recently tried McConnell. It's not a bad one. So if you guys like Irish whiskey, try McConnell's or Bushmills. Tullamore Dew, exactly. See, Glema loves Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew is actually the newest one. They actually started selling their whiskey, I think, around 2014. So it's not like an older brand, but it's not bad. If you guys never tried Tullamore Dew, try it. It's not bad. Jameson Gold, Glema, I never find it. If you're still here, I cannot, in our store, I cannot find Jameson Gold. I don't know. I have to go. So in Ohio, we have like a kind of a stupid policy in terms of stores that actually buy alcohol. They don't buy certain things. I don't know why. Some kind of limitations, because it's like I guess state controlled more compared to other states, and also like cities in Ohio. So it's like some stores only carry certain things always, and they don't add anything new. So it's hard to find some stuff. You have to go somewhere like else in different state, or order online. I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. My drink was Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I don't drink Dr. Pepper at all, guys. I don't know. I don't like it. Hustle Q, what's going on? Lobster, what's going on, brother? Welcome. John, welcome. Sorry, guys. Get to work, Roman. Your junk one listed. John, actually, I already listed some stuff at least. For me today, I actually tried to work out today, which was not successful. So I was upset. And then I decided to list and listed some things. I'll show you what I listed today. Actually, some stuff is not that great, but for me, it's normal, as you guys know. Red breast. Yeah, I know that one. That's not bad one. I know that one. That's actually good. Gentleman's Jack. Gentleman Jack, exactly. Gentleman's Jack with if you mix it by itself, Angela, I don't know, but if you mix it like with Coke or Dr. Pepper, I never do. I never do this kind of stuff. I never mix anything. I don't even put ice because like no rocks. You know how they go in the bar, they give you like some drink on the rocks. I never say. I always say no rocks. Don't include any rocks. I just drink it straight up because it breaks. Whenever you mix, whenever you mix those things like Coke, Dr. Pepper, ice into those things like Scotch, whiskey, bourbon, it kind of messes up the actual taste of it. So I don't do it. I would rather drink it straight up because I don't like, even though people say you put ice, it doesn't get you really drunk, but it's actually not true. So don't listen to those people, guys. Hustle Q, what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping by, man. I had pelmeni for lunch. See, guys, Paul had pelmeni. Paul, I actually, my friend who like goes to one of the Russian stores here, he buys like different types of pelmeni, man. Like the ones with lamb, with beef, with chicken. There's another one they make, I forget. But he buys them in the bags. And I always tell him not to buy them in the bags because the ones in the bags are not that good. They have some people who make pelmeni for them and sell it to them. Those are actually the best because they make it at home and they actually use normal type of, like, in my opinion, good meat, which is like fresh meat. The ones in the bags, I don't know how long they've been laying on the shelves in the Russian store. So I never buy them in the bag because I know it's not going to be the good ones. The ones with the brand, they order them, even though right now they most of that food they make in New York and Florida because they cannot get anything from Russia because Russia is blocked. So before they used to buy like certain like stuff that's like um, one of those, condiment type of stuff, ketchups, mayonnaise, uh, some sort of like I don't know, canned type of food in cans, some beverages from directly from Russia. Now, since Russia is blocked, they cannot buy anything. So there is a big place in New York because of the Russian population in New York is huge. So they actually supply a lot of Russian stores around the United States with a lot of Russian food, and they make it there. So basically, any type of stuff that you're not gonna find in supermarkets or any other places, they will actually bring it there into the Russian store, and it's more fresh compared to stuff they used to order and buy from directly from Russia. So it's like much easier for them to actually do it this way compared to wait for shipments. So like it's basically with any other like authentic type of places, like Chinese places, Japanese. I mean, that's like different things. I love Russia. Lobster, I don't know, man. It's not a good thing to say, man. We don't know how people will respond to you now. Because I don't. I love Uzbekistan, where I'm from, because it's not Russia, but not Russia, man. Even though some of my friends are from Russia, and when this war started, as you guys know, this is what happens, guys. You don't run into this here in the United States as much. But the problem was that when the war started between Russia and Ukraine, people who actually immigrated from Ukraine, they had friends from Russia. So when they were talking to each other, there was a lot of political disagreements and a lot of cursing and fighting came out because some people were stupid enough to kind of bring out certain things that Russia does because they are from Russian Federation. It's like I'm living in Ohio, for example, and I will be protecting my state and say like, if I'm gonna attack like, for example, Pennsylvania tomorrow, people from Pennsylvania will say, "Why are you attacking us? You're from Ohio." So basically, I will kind of be in a position where I live here in the state of Ohio, so I should protect it. But in terms of Ukraine and Russia, it's different because people who immigrated from those countries, they immigrated a long time ago. It's not like just happened like 5 years, like year ago. So they were friends, and they were friends. They were hanging out, younger couples, and suddenly, when this war started, people who were directly from Russian Federation, they turned against people who came from Ukraine. Kind of not all of them, but there were some conversations in Facebook pages here locally in Cleveland area where people were acting like fools, saying very crazy shit, like cursing and saying that Russia was doing the right thing. And I even got into conversation, even though I'm not from either Russia or Ukraine. I got into kind of verbal fight with someone from Russian Federation because of crazy shit they were saying, like Nazi stuff. Like that's what they fucking fought for in during World War II, during German invasion, and now what they're doing is similar. So that's why mentally I was trying to explain to that person that what they're doing is not normal. You don't invade another country like that because that's what Germany did during World War II. And there was so many disagreements, and then some people started to act up, saying that I'm not even from Russia or Ukraine, so I should stay quiet. And that's if you speak Russian language, that makes it more difficult if, for you guys maybe to even understand. Because like even though I came here a long time ago, and I'm like kind of grew up in that environment in during Soviet era, I was like not agreeing with people who are younger and trying to kind of separate certain people because of where they came from. It's like what happened was that there was a like a boycott of a Russian store here in Cleveland. Some people, not all people who immigrated from Ukraine, stopped going. There were people still going, but there were people from Ukraine who immigrated like many years ago. They stopped going because they were against, basically kind of showing their protest or whatever. So that's why everyone got into verbal altercations. And God forbid, that's what I was always saying, that should not happen anywhere, even in the United States, because like people understand mentally that they're not in a war, they're not soldiers, they're not going there, even though soldiers even think that it's stupid because they have to go because they have no other choice. That's what government tells them to do. It's like United States when they attack other countries, government tells you to go to war and you go to war because you're a soldier. You cannot just back away and say I'm not going, even though some soldiers here it's a little bit different in the United States compared to Russia, because in Russia you cannot back away. You cannot tell like higher ranked officer that you're not going because you have like different interests and you don't want to participate in it because they're gonna put you in jail. So that's why it's very bad for those army officers or people who are in the army to go into war. So that's what I was trying to kind of get. I'm sorry, guys. It's I think it's boring compared to other stuff in terms of reselling, but I see it, still see it every day. Even one person, recently was speaking out again on our Facebook page about the war, and that's like it's nonstop. It's a lot of stupid, idiotic comments that you sometimes see in the reselling community for certain resellers or certain Facebook groups where people are stupid, making stupid comments for a lot of YouTubers who put a lot of work into their content. It's like it's not comparable to what's going on in the war, but sometimes sometimes you tell people like you're not in a fucking war. So why are you speaking out? Why are you living in the United States if you're so what do you call it? Like patriotic. Why don't you go back and fight for your country? Why you come to United States and try to kind of bring out your hate, your opinions, even though you're not at war? You like not at war, so you're speaking out to people who immigrated here from either Russian Federation or Ukraine, and then they bring this war kind of environment into here even without knowing what the heck is going on, without reading proper stuff, without understanding what's going on. They're just kind of becoming patriotic for the country where they came from, but they're living in the United States. And that kind of stuff is kind of stupid in a way, because why you speak out so much? Why they take a freaking rifle, go back and go fight in the army, go fight for your country. If you're so patriotic, you know what I'm saying? It's like doesn't make any sense, but that's what people do. Those keyboard warriors that type stuff up and shit like that. They bring it out to other people, make everyone upset, and then the verbal type of fighting starts all the time because of that. But guys, don't worry about it. Everything will be all right. Harry, welcome, man. Welcome to my life. Sorry, Harry, I was talking for like 10 hours already. I got kind of ahead of myself in explaining stuff that's going on in the world a little bit, because stuff in the world is crazy and there are different parts to it. Not just reselling. Reselling is like small, really small part of what's going on in the world or other things compared to like things that are more important. For some, I mean, for people who are in reselling, it's important to sell stuff, find good stuff, make money, pay bills. That's very important. That's like that kind of stuff. There's other stuff in the world that goes on still every day. which some people speak out, some people don't. There are a lot of different opinions. Similar as the reselling community comments on Facebooks, YouTube videos, people making stupid shit comments constantly. Keyboard warriors without fucking brain don't understand what the heck they're talking about. You just have to bring out those people out, and sometimes want to punch them because you don't understand. It sometimes yesterday actually it was really not good. I was in someone. I'm not gonna even discuss it because I don't want to. Because some people making stupid comments about people's wives or like relatives. Sometimes whoever they see on YouTube. What the heck is going on with people, guys? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have to be. If you don't have to have, you don't. You have no fucking life if you gonna do this kind of stuff. I mean, you're gonna type stuff up and tell bad things about someone's family. This is the craziest thing I've encountered actually. Looking at certain things in certain YouTube video comments, this is crazy. I mean, that's like in my head, it doesn't work. That people do that kind of stuff. So let's see what's happening. Reduce some its settings. You can remove some prints. Tommy, sorry, man. We're not gonna do anything today. I don't know if you were. Oh, actually, uh, it was to Angela trying to set up photo room back up on the iPhone and says touch ID to subscribe, setting my print. Okay, well, Angela, I hope Tommy answered your question. I see it right here. Angela, I don't know much, so I don't know how it works. So I'm sorry, guys. If you have any reselling question, don't ask me. Guys, if you have reselling questions, the best YouTube live to watch is John and Jenna. It's gonna be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time or Mountain time, because I don't remember where Nevada is, Las Vegas. I'm always confused. I think it's like Mountain time, but then I think it's Pacific. John, if you're here, let me know if it's Pacific or Mountain time. I don't remember. I don't remember where I am, so that's why. You go to settings, okay. Good, great, fabulous. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Subscribe to. What's your name? Put in the comments if you can. What your name is, because I don't know. I'm sorry, but she got really cool channel. I checked her out. She was at Trash to Cash Bash in Vegas. I checked out her videos and other YouTubers who were there. I almost watched all of them. There was Happy Picker, Grumpy Picker. Um, what are they called? I always forget their channel. Ken, Jimmy, not Gramps and Pops Vintage. I watched their video. Art of Resale. There were like, see, I remember a lot of stuff going on. Watched all of the videos, but guys, yeah, Desiree, exactly, Desiree or Desiree. If I pronounce it wrong, Desiree, I'm sorry, but here's her name, guys. She got really cool channel, good, great, fabulous channel. Subscribe, guys. If you can, guys, put it in. I know I have a lot of moderators. Let me add some moderators, guys, because I think I forget all the time to add moderators. And then here, I'll put you as a mod. Desiree, I'll put you as a mod. You can put your channel name into the comments because I'm really bad at it. I usually go to YouTube channels and then I put the wrong link in. So I'm not that good. So you can put your channel name in there. And guys, subscribe to her. She got really cool stuff. She goes to Goodwills, other thrift stores. She explains very good stuff that she finds, like good things that she finds. She's really cool. She's from Las Vegas. Are you from Vegas or you're not from Vegas? I'm not sure. So I want to make sure you're from Vegas. But I'm pretty sure she's from Vegas. Let me check. Let me make Angela a mod. Actually, Angela is already a mod. Q, I'll make you a mod if you're still here. Here you go, man. Rob, I already did. Brandon, I don't remember. Let me check, just in case. Yeah, Brandon, if you're still here, I just made you a mod. And see. Sorry, guys, if you weren't a mod yet, I always forget to make people mods. It's one of my flaws that I forget all the time. Jenna, welcome to my live. Here's Jenna. Jenna gonna be moderator. Let's see. David is already moderator. So yeah, guys, sorry that I didn't make you mods yet, but finally everyone is, I think everyone right now who is here currently that I see are mods. So just wanted to make sure because I forget. With my explaining stuff about war, guys, I get carried away. And John, here's John is gonna be moderator. John, sorry, man. Flipping ain't easy, guys. Guys, you know, for me, flipping ain't easy. I have to read like 10,000 books and watch like 10,000 videos to learn. No problem. Yeah, here you go. Appreciate it, Bob. So thanks for putting the channel in. Let's see. I put a thank you face red heart shape, which is a heart, which means a heart in StreamYard language. That's the link. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. David, welcome, man. Welcome, mate. Thanks for stopping by. David, you have like, I think it's like late night at wherever you are. If I'm, man, I'm so bad at understanding where people are from all the time. I know David is from England. David, are you from England or Ireland? I don't remember, man. I'm sorry. I'm like so bad at remembering that kind of stuff. I wasn't a mod until Roman learned to trust me. Glama, that's the problem with me. I trust a lot of people. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff, Glama. I'm kind of too kind. That's my kindness, I think, is not I don't know how to explain it. It's like a kind heart or something. But I cannot not do something good all the time. I feel bad when I do something bad, really bad. Sometimes, like when I know I did something bad, I just kind of get upset for like 10 days and don't want to do nothing. Here's Brandon's. Everyone saying hello. John had to run in and tell me you were live. That's good, Jenna. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. That's what you guys need to do when you guys go to learn about eBay and other platforms. Poshmark, Mercari. I hope I'm telling the truth. I don't know. Go check John and Jenna's YouTube channel. Flipping Ain't Easy. Tomorrow they're gonna be live at 6 Eastern time for me. And on Monday also 6 p.m. 6 p.m. guys, not 6 a.m. Make sure do not turn it on 6 a.m. There's gonna be no live. 6 p.m. Ping, welcome to my live. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. What's up, Brandon? Brandon, actually, I wasn't checking to see if you got to 2,000 subs yet, man. Let me check to make sure. Let me check if Brandon has 2,000 subs, guys. Because Brandon said that when he gets to 2,000 subs, we're gonna drink some vodka with him. Let me check just in case, Brandon. We're not gonna shoot any slingshots today into the broken down cars or destroy cars. Yeah, I need to watch a video, man. I didn't watch the last one from 3 days ago. Yeah, guys, but Brandon is close to, I think is close to 2,000 subs already. Yeah, he's at 1.87 thousand. With my math, it's not the correct assumption. I'm from Northern Ireland. Yeah, sorry, David. I always thought you were from England, man. I don't know why. But guys, David is from Northern Ireland, guys. David, do you like Irish whiskey, man? I'm pretty sure David likes Irish whiskey. David, let me know what's the best Irish whiskey there is. I know that people from Ireland, they know much more than I do in terms of what kind is the best. Let me know, I'll look it up. I'm going to the UK in August. If I make it to Ireland, we can grab a beer. That's good, man. Here you go. David, you're going to have some company. Brandon is a good dude. So, David, you're going to have to get your beer stock or whiskey stock ready so that Brandon can drink up. Brandon, you're gonna have to stop by in my room and as a reseller rally. We're gonna drink with you also. We're gonna have some Gorilka, Irish whiskey. So we'll see how that goes. I don't. I'm just messing. Range. I know, Glam. For me, Glamour. For me, it's like if I see, most of you guys who are in my life constantly, I really appreciate it, and I know most of you guys and from other lives, and that's why, like, for me, it's not an issue. I don't kind of discriminate people according to specific things that they're doing in reselling community. For me, it's not like a problem because and at the end of the day, I mean, everyone will still do their own thing. People turn into certain channels, watch YouTube lives, but in the end of the day, they do what's the best for them. So if I mean, they have brain of their own, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing. They're not gonna listen. Of course, there is gonna be certain opinions, comments, and stuff like that. Sometimes making fun of something, which is normal type of thing, even for me. But I know at the end of the day, people will still be doing what they're doing. It's not kind of the thing where you have to. We're kind of independent workers, so we go to like lives, we go to YouTube channels, we watch content, and it's entertaining. That's why like it's not boring type of workplace for other resellers, YouTubers, because everyone is kind of doing what they need to do in terms of sell stuff, list stuff, what's best for them, source stuff, and of course there are going to be opinions, which we already discussed many times. So yeah, Brandon, I checked, man. So you're close, man. I know you're close. We're gonna drink when you get to 2K, man. We're gonna do something. I'll find something that I don't need, which I think I have a lot of that stuff. Let's see, Jenna saying hi to Ping right there. If I missed anyone, guys, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't miss anyone. There was only 19 people in my life right now, which I appreciate. But guys, everyone who's lurking, I really appreciate you guys stopping by also. You're helping my channel a little bit. Eventually, guys, I'll make maybe $1 and I'll do a giveaway. We'll give away $1, guys. That I will make on YouTube. James, here's Harry is doing Jamesons. Harry, Harry, you don't drink hard liquor, man. Come on. You go live and you drink this. I don't even know what kind of beer does Harry like, but I'm pretty sure Harry likes decent beer. Maybe lager. I don't know if Harry likes stout, which I like. Dark beer like Guinness, which is not good for you guys. If you're drinking stout, guys, like dark beer, someone tried to teach me dark beer is bad for your liver, and I tell them any type of alcohol is bad for your liver anyway, not just for your liver, your heart, and every other part of your body. So it doesn't matter. So it's like kind of comparing something that makes it bad to something else that makes it bad. So it doesn't matter. I visited England back in the 80s for a week. That's great. I actually never visited England, so see, I'm way behind. I visited Amsterdam, Netherlands. I visited Belgium. Belgium is a great country, guys. I actually supported Belgium soccer team for a little bit because they are like Belgium is a really cool country, guys. If you've never been at Belgium, they speak like at this particular country, they speak probably 10 languages. There is English, French, Dutch, German. I think they speak Spanish, Austrian. There is like for some reason Belgium has like all like types of different people from different parts of Europe ended up in Belgium. I don't know how it happened, but similar to Switzerland. Even though Switzerland has like other like a lot of different languages also, but Belgium has a lot, and it's really cool country. When I was like old school, like very like beautiful areas. Um, let's see, I've never been to Germany. For some reason, I was kind of not attracted to go to Germany. I don't know why. Maybe because of World War II, but I'm not gonna, try to put it in. Germany is a good country right now, as you guys know. I hope. But I have some friends actually from Germany here in Cleveland that worked in a student exchange program. You know how this works. Every year, I don't know, probably other states also have the same thing. There are certain people, like younger couples who have children, if they both work and they don't have time to, stay with their children, like they will hire babysitter, as you guys understand. And apparently, what I actually learned last year, there is a program where certain parents will actually invite babysitters from Europe or South America, and they will come in and they will pay him to actually live with them. They will pay him like hourly rate. I don't know how much, but those are kind of they're foreign exchange students, but in a way they're just kind of foreign exchange workers. So they will come from different countries, from Europe, from South America, um, maybe even used to be from Russian Federation, but no longer. But you're gonna in Cleveland, for example, we had a lot of people from Germany, from Sweden, Finland. I actually met some girls from, like, last year. I was at a party, and there was like international party, and there was like different, like from a bunch of different countries, like South America, like Nicaragua, Colombia, Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina. So basically, most of South America, and also a bunch of European, from a lot of girls from Europe, like Germany, Sweden, Finland, Norway, and they all speak their own language. Poland, uh, Czech Republic. Everyone basically spoke their own language. That's why it made such a big, like, interesting party, because everyone was from their own country and they were speaking their own language with an English, and everyone spoke with an accent of some kind. So that's kind of fun. I should not be mad on it because I never paid. Come on, Amanda, you have to be a mod. That's what's very important. Um, let's see who else I missed, guys. You need to come to Northern. David, I think I need to move to Ireland. I think for me, I think it's gonna be best to move to Ireland with my love of Irish whiskey and of Irish women. I think I need to move. I need to go there, man. Even though I like Italian women, also, it's like for me, being I'm going for a wedding in England, bachelor party in France, and also just vacation. That's great, Brandon. Here you go, man. Here you go. Ping. Great. Love traveling for pride. I don't get to do that anymore. Too hard for me to walk. Ping. That's actually, yeah, but you can still travel around United States, and I know the traveling is kind of difficult, especially when you have to go to airports, drive around for a long period of time, sit in a car, drive for like hours, depending on, of course, where you're going. Airports, of course, right now, nowadays, with all the tightened security and sort of like cancellations, even in United States. I'm not even talking about going to Europe, like outside of United States. It's more difficult. We have to go to connecting flights, run around different airports and stuff, and I mean, it's not easy for, like, I think not a lot of people like it. Even I don't like it that much. Went to Europe for 45 days back in the 80s. Wanted to also go. Greece is actually a great country. Greece is like really nice. Greece, I have never been at Greece, but we have here in Cleveland, Ping, we have very big Greek community here, and I usually go to their festival. We have like large community of Greek people here, and they have their own church, and similar to Italians, like if you go to Little Italy here in Cleveland, where I usually like to go to eat. I usually go to, if I want authentic Italian food, I'll go to Little Italy without even, thinking twice. Because, like, they got the best Italian family prepared food, because most of the restaurants here in Little Italy are owned by family who's been there doing that for generations since they came to Cleveland, basically. long time ago in 1800s. So like they have the best food, music there, and especially when they do Italian festivals in the summer, like 3 day festival with all the flags and it's like amazing. There are so many people at the Italian festival here because we got a lot of large Italian community here in Cleveland also, and like yeah, everyone will go, eat food there, play games. They have casino, so there is like very entertaining stuff, guys. We bought a Ural pass, walked everywhere. Yeah, that's walking a lot is yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, even for me now to garage sales. Actually, now that I think about it, that was back in the 70s because my kids were born. Yeah, I was born in 78, Ping. So see, in the 78, see, that's I'm gonna be 45 in June. So it's been a while since I was born. Ping, I'm already also old. Some of my friends who are actually in their 30s, they tell me, you're old now since you're gonna be 45. That's it. Ping, game over. Apparently, there is like like certain cutoff when you are late 20s to mid 30s, and like a lot of friends of mine like in that range. They like already considering me like being too old to kind of I don't know for them mentally it's kind of it's hard for them to explain. So it's like different generation, I guess. Ping, where do you live? I think Ping is from California. Yes, there you go. Just north of Disneyland. There you go. You know what they say about Greeks? Bob, actually, they got like the food, but I can tell you, like, I can sit here and tell you guys for hours about different foods, authentic foods. Greek food is amazing. Italian food is amazing. Polish food is amazing. Ukrainian food is Russian food as general, because I'm from Uzbekistan, as I said already many times. Even though some of you guys know that speaking Russian, I'm kind of considered to be some because see the problem is even if I go and people here even in Cleveland constantly ask me where I'm from, and I started originally I would tell them I'm from Russia, kind of because it would have been kind of easier to kind of for them to know where it is. But if they're gonna ask where I'm from, and I'm gonna tell them I'm from Uzbekistan, they would the heck not know where the heck this is located at. I have to bring. One time, one lady asked me, and I had to show her on my phone because they don't even know. Some people, I'm not gonna say everyone, but people, not a lot of people know that there was. I already said it before in my life because Russian is kind of a big country, and they kind of occupied during Soviet times. After during the revolution, actually, if before the revolution, before 1917, those countries were also not part of that Soviet Union yet. They were completely different countries with their own language, their own people. But during revolution, after revolution, and actually during Stalin era, which is during like let's say World War II, they actually decided to form Soviet Union uh, basically they occupied those countries without permission in a way. And those countries were not in a war. They kind of let me say that they were like poor. So they just decided let us go into the Soviet Union at the time. And even though at the time, guys, if you don't know that Poland was also part of Soviet Union, and Polish people didn't like that. They were not gonna take this communist regime because Soviet Union tried to occupy Romania. Everyone who was bordering Ukraine and Belarus, And if I'm not mistaken, there was Romania basically was part of Moldova, which is basically Moldova is another country bordering Ukraine. So Moldova is actually originally was part of Romania. So when Soviet Union came about, they decided to take part of Romania, and they basically turned it into Moldova, which is basically right now, if you look at it, people who live in Moldova, we have a bunch of people who actually in Cleveland from Moldova here. They speak Russian, and they also speak their own language, which is Moldovan, which is actually close to Romanian. And they are actually very close to being Romanian people compared to Russian people. But see, that's what part of this history is like people who were originally in their own countries, also Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, another part of Soviet Union, which actually was taken into the Soviet Union without their permission much at the time. They didn't go to war with Soviet Union, of course, but they were actually taken as a part, and then they separated in 1990. I think they were the first ones. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania separated right away, and then other countries followed later on. So like it was 90s, and people from Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania speak Russian. They understand Russian, but they mostly now new generation speaks their own language. Newer kids who were born recently or like born 10 years ago, they will speak their own language. And there are still Russian people living in Lithuania and Latvia and those countries. So it's like a lot of generational type of movement, and that's why it's like it's hard for me sometimes to because I'm not from Russia. I'm not considered to be from Russia because I wasn't born in Russia. And I was born in a country that doesn't exist, Soviet Union. So you cannot tell, if someone asks me where you were born, I always tell them Soviet Union because that country no longer exists. So basically, I'm from the country that doesn't exist. George now has a great. Jenna, 45 is new 25. Jenna, I know. That's the thing. Um, and that was the point, that right now the kids who are in their early 20s, they're completely different in terms of mentality of what they're doing compared to when I was, which is normal. Different types of things appeared throughout the years. So that's normal. And that's why for me, like sometimes I will try to teach them something they don't know, even though they know everything now. Hey, take care, Brent. I know you probably left 10 hours ago, man, but thanks for stopping by. Angela, as they said, age is just a number. Age is just a number, guys. Don't pay attention to age because age doesn't make any difference. I mean, the body doesn't understand it because you can feel that you're like 20, but your body, you cannot fool your body. You cannot tell your body, come on. I'm 45, but everything is 20. It's not gonna work that way, unfortunately. But you have to always feel young, guys. That's very important. There was a woman actually at last week. I was at the garage sale. She was also originally from former Soviet Union, and she was asking me where I'm from because she heard an accent, and she was from Estonia actually, which was actually was like was my situation, part of Soviet Union. But she also speaks Russian, but she also speaks Estonian language, and she speaks English. So she actually speaks three languages. And she was asking me because I'm from Uzbekistan. So she was asking me if I know the language, and I told her I know, but I told her I knew it because I used it when I lived there, but I don't remember it. So I was kind of, sometimes when you don't speak certain language, you will forget. I mean, I'll understand it because there are people here in Cleveland from my country where I'm from. They sometimes will speak their own language, which is Uzbek language, and I will hear some words and I'll remember them. But they basically go to Russian. They will speak Russian also, so they will mix it in. So it's kind of they will mix in English, mix in Uzbek and Russian all together. So you like have three languages in a conversation. That's how crazy. That's how crazy it is. By Brandon, when my kids were growing up, we hardly ever traveled. My daughter has two sons, and they have traveled as well as Portugal. Portugal is another great. Costa Rica is another great country, and I've been in Spain, so that's why today, guys, as I said, I'm wearing Spanish. See, it's not because I've been in Spain, but I bought this. I used to, since I watch soccer, I watch European soccer a lot, and during World War Cup, I didn't know who to cheer for this time, but I was kind of my favorite team was always Argentina. And since they won the World Cup, I was so happy that they finally won because the last time they won World Cup championship was when I was born. So the last time they won was 1978 with Maradona, who actually passed away. So when Argentina won last year, I was happy because I was actually while growing up, I actually liked Argentina. That was my favorite team in soccer. And then throughout the years, I started to follow Italy a little bit, Belgium, and eventually, I mean, at the time, Soviet Union team was not bad. Now they're really bad. They don't even know what soccer is, even though soccer was kind of one of the sports in Soviet Union that they actually perfected compared to other sports like basketball or any other one. So soccer was their sport, and they were actually failed already, even at soccer. Let's see. Let's see who else I miss. You don't have to admit you're from Russia. I no longer admit to anyone. John, it's more difficult, man, because like now sometimes I will mix it in because every time, believe me, man, every time I go to garage sale, someone, not everyone, but some people will ask, like where I'm originally from, and like I was so tired of telling that I'm from Russia already because I'm not, and I started to tell them from Soviet Union because some older generation who are in their 60s right now, they still remember what Soviet Union was when it was still there. And people who are in their 30s, 20s, unless you go to Europe, if you go to Europe and ask the kids who are in their 20s, 30s, what if they remember if there is a country like Soviet Union, they would actually remember because they actually kind of in terms of not saying like here in United States it's different in terms of everyone, people still know like a lot of different countries, but it's just the way it was divided, those pronunciations of certain countries near Central Asia, especially and they don't pay attention to this kind of stuff because if you look back during during late 80s, early 90s, there was a war in Afghanistan, which was on the border where I'm from Uzbekistan, which is actually the country bordering on the bottom. Afghanistan was bordering Uzbekistan, where I'm from. So during the war, when there were terrorists or whatever, Taliban, Taliban, remember guys, those guys, Taliban that United States fought against, and then originally actually Soviet Union fought against them, and then apparently it changed as with everything. So United States started to fight them. So apparently there was misunderstanding why Soviet Union originally went into Afghanistan and tried to get rid of those terrorists at the time, those Taliban. And the United States at the time was actually on the side with Afghanistan. So they were kind of in a war with Soviet Union because they kind of occupied Afghanistan trying to get rid of Taliban at the time. And United States was training Taliban to fight against Soviet Union. So and then later on, if you go forward, eventually United States started to fight Taliban in Afghanistan. So that's like it's kind of weird how it happens, but it is what it is. And it's true, actually. If you're going to read history and go back and see what was going on, that's what was happening. And a lot of like people, children, women, they immigrated, not immigrated, they were refugees, like in Ukraine right now. And they had to go from Afghanistan to parts of Soviet Union at the time because the Soviet Union allowed them to escape the war. So they actually were refugees to Uzbekistan, where I'm from. And we had people from Afghanistan there. And at the time, I remember my mom always told me, make sure, because they like, we didn't know how they're going to react, because they are like, most of them are from the countries that is always in war. So they are very war oriented. Like they would be like, carrying knives, all types of stuff. So you never know what's gonna happen. So that was kind of weird. It's hard to explain, guys. Gives it away, I'm sure does. Roman sounds no, actually, Angela, Poland. I know a lot of Polish people here in Cleveland, but if you go to a Polish restaurant, if I'm gonna go to Polish restaurant and start speaking Russian, they will understand certain words. So like that's normal because a lot of words are similar. Ukrainian language is more similar to Polish than Polish to Russian. Like if someone speaks Ukrainian, you will make out more words. I mean, the person who is Polish will make out more words that are speaking in Ukrainian compared to like Russian, or they will still understand. Because at the time, one time during World War II, when Soviet Union tried to occupy Poland, they actually spoke Russian there, so they knew Russian language in Poland. So that's why, like, everyone who borders basically Russia, Bulgaria is another example that they speak. They even have same last names. If you guys know, like Bulgaria, one of the countries in Eastern Europe, they have like similar last names as Russian people that end similar ending. So, but they're from Bulgaria, and I always was mixing up because even similar names, but they actually are from Bulgaria and they don't actually they speak their own language, but it's similar to Russian also. So it's like that's how it is, guys. I'm far along. Let me get my maps, chat. Let's see who else I missed, guys. Happy 45th birthday, David. Oh, David, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Hope you're gonna celebrate today with a bang, man. Go out to some kind of nightclub. I know in Ireland there are some very good spots to go to celebrate. Not like in Cleveland. So happy birthday, David. Celebrate with like some Irish whiskey today and some beer. Napoli was won the Italian series. Oh, there you go, man. I haven't watched. Yeah, I know. You're right, David. Napoli is one of the greatest teams in Italian league. David, I haven't been following championship league. It's like I don't have time for it anymore. I used to like watch some soccer like Manchester City, Manchester United. My favorite team was that is owned by Roman Abramovich, if you know him. I forget the name. David probably knows who Roman Abramovich is. He's owner of Chelsea. See, I remember David, Chelsea. If you guys know Roman Abramovich, who has the same name as mine, he's a Russian millionaire, billionaire, who bought Chelsea soccer team in England. So I don't know if he sold it. David, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he already tried to sell it. I don't know if he does. If he did, I'm not sure if he did or not. But Chelsea, I heard that he was trying to sell it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, here you go. David answered. Yeah. So he sold it. So here's the new owner of Chelsea, Todd Bowley. Yeah, there you go. Roman Abramovich Sold it, guys. He made enough money from that team. People make fun of Putin for little holds their own. Let's not forget the government's scandal to us by. Tommy, yeah, that's a long story, man. I don't know. Tommy, you know how people will respond. You know how people will respond to that, man. That's actually, Tommy, whose fault it is. Let's not go there, man. But the training, you know what happened? That's the weapons. We're not talking about even the thing about that I talked about in the previously between Soviet Union at the time and Afghanistan war, and similar situation, guys, was between Soviet Union supporting North Korea, if you guys know that part of history, and United States supporting Democratic Republic of South Korea. So again, same scenario, guys, where similar to Afghanistan, where Soviet Union was fighting basically against United States training soldiers from Taliban, who actually United States gave them weapons, a bunch of weapons, and all the artillery stuff, tanks. Similar situation was in North Korea, South Korea war, where Soviet Union trained all the people who are communists in North Korea against their own people of South Korea. So basically, people who are the same, which is basically that's why it's ridiculous. Same people, guys. It was a Korea, one part. It's a Korea. They're same people. They're Korean people, same nationality. So they were divided because of freaking political views. That is crazy. I hope it doesn't happen anywhere. But same exact nationality of people divided because of their political views. Because North Koreans are communists and South Korea are Democrats, basically, in a way. So basically, they're same exact people with family members on both sides, which they cannot see because of that freaking split. It's kind of, if you think about it, it's crazy. It's like, you're taking apart same people of same religion and just putting them apart because of their because of the politicians. That's what it is. And they're kind of holding people hostage. I'm not talking about South Korea because South Korea is normal. But North Korea, if you look at it, this is just crazy how this guy or this system, they basically, there are so many people living there, millions, and they're all under this rule where they're afraid of their government because if they're gonna speak out, they're gonna get killed, which was basically originally implemented at all times in Soviet Union when Stalin was uh, like whatever he is. Let me put it this way: he was a dictator, similar to North Korean dictator right now. So that's basically similar mentality of people. They're afraid. They're afraid to speak out. Some try to run away. They cannot. So it's hard to believe that this is going on in the world right now, but that's what it is. And they're dangerous because you don't know exactly what they can do. Similar to what Putin can do. Nobody knows. So people kind of try to go day by day and understand mentality of what their rulers are trying to do. Because similar in terms of Russian Federation, where Putin put people under basically situation where you go to speak out, you're gonna get beaten up and put in jail, if not killed. So if you speak out, there's gonna be like 20 people beating you up, So it's like there is no win-win situation, guys. Unfortunately. Um, Clears the debt. Hey, Paul Sports guy, what's going on, man? How you been, man? How's your daughter, man? The writers are on strike. House shows are fun. Man, my life, Paul, is always better, man, because I talk about. I'm talking about different things, and you know me, man. I don't talk about reselling much because I don't resell. For me, reselling, man, it's like, I don't know if you guys take it seriously or not, but for me personally, it is serious. Hey, David, I'm late for my afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the day. Take care, Ping. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'm falling asleep here. Get that. Anyway, guys, let me show you, David, if it's gonna be. Let's talk about reselling finally. After 10 hours. David, let's talk about my finds. Couple of finds. I think we had no chance once the monkey bar challenge started. Man, that's the thing, Tommy. That's the thing. No choices, man. No choices. And Tommy, you know how it is, man. Everything changes, man. And people are gonna follow. So Tommy, there's gonna be less people who don't follow compared to people who will follow. So don't forget it, man. That's in every type of thing, man. In every type of not just political stuff, but overall, there are like few people who think differently, but there are some that don't. They're gonna think straight. David, if I was any better, I'd change my name to Roman. Exactly. See, Tommy is now Roman, guys. Paul, how are you doing? The first surgery went well. Had 3 pieces. Wow, that's a big. Paul, Paul, I don't have to worry about it, man. Mine was removed. One of my meniscus pieces was completely removed, man. That's why they messed up my knee so bad already that now probably I have to cut off my leg, man. For me, this kind of surgery won't work. Even though I wanted to do it, to check to do the fissure. That's what it's called, fissuring. They go with a camera and they take out loose cartilage, loose bodies, and that creates more arthritis. In my case, the doctor told me if I want to do it, I can, but he said I'm gonna have such bad arthritis that I will not be able to walk anymore. So I'm thinking about it. Well, a huge gap in hobby. Well, Paul, hopefully, I mean, you know, playing sports, man, Paul, you know how it is. You're a coach. You know, those injuries, man, they uh, hang around for like forever. People who play sports, even professionally, that's why basically some of their careers are cut short because of the so many injuries that they cannot sustain anymore playing, and that's why it's impossible, man. Let me show you good. Here you go, guys. I found this. Guys, you know what this is? Unusual product, guys. This is a paintball gun, guys. As you guys know, I don't. For me to have some kind of weapon, it's already dangerous. But this one works, guys. Look, it turns on. See, there's a battery. See, it makes. If you pull the trigger, guys, this is actually not a bad brand, guys. You guys familiar with it? Probably Tommy doesn't. He doesn't sell paintball guns. So Tommy, if you're gonna go try to sell paintball guns, look out for this brand. It's called Spider E-Marker Imagine. So Tommy, if you're gonna find this kind of gun in the wild, it just needs some paintballs and CO2 to go with it. But this one didn't have it. I paid $5. So for $5, guys, it's worth picking up. Even if you don't know if it's gonna work, but this one works because the person at the garage sale explained to me that if it turns on, it means it works. So guys, I will have to tell. I decided not to test it more. I decided I already listed it. So I already listed it, guys. So it's listed in my eBay store. See, that's a brand, Spider Imagine paintball gun, guys. If you're gonna find this brand in the wild, pick it up. Coke gun. Tommy, it's a coke gun, man. For this is a nail gun. to put the nails into the board, into the floor. So nail gun, guys. Paintball gun, nail gun, and coke gun. You can use it for everything. So that was one of the finds, guys. Let me show you what not to buy. I made a mistake again, guys. Bought something that... So let me show you, guys. I bought a bunch of them. This stuff is for whatnot, guys. If you're gonna do whatnot, one of them actually is not bad, but I paid $2 each for originally the person at the garage sale, she wanted four for each. So those are right here. That's a brand, Loot Crate. See this brand right here? They're saturated, so don't buy them. There are many of them. If you're gonna buy them cheap, which I paid $2, I got 21 of them, different ones. There's Avengers, there's Hulk, but I already listed them. I cross-listed them to Mercari. See, there is a Hulk. Let me show you guys how it looks. See, this is what it looks like, guys. Here's a Hulk. So, guys, this stuff, if you're gonna do whatnot, that's what it's for. Since I don't do whatnot, I don't know why I bought it, but I still listed it anyway because they were $2 each. They're selling for around maybe $9 plus shipping. Some were even lower than that. Some were like selling for like $5. I probably I listed some of them, and then I decided I'm gonna lot up maybe some of them together. Or I didn't want to make one big lot because I mean it doesn't matter since I only paid $2 each. I'm gonna still make my money back, guys. Hopefully, eventually, in 10 years. Here's another one. John, thanks for stopping by, man. See you tomorrow with Jenna. Appreciate it, guys. So this is Guardians of the Galaxy, guys. They're not that like I said, this is something I thought when I found them at a garage sale, I thought maybe I looked a couple up. They were selling, one was selling for like $12. And since she wanted, I said if I'm gonna buy the whole box, she'll do $2 each instead of $4 each. So I kind of thought maybe I was kind of on the border of not buying them. Then my mind said buy it, which is not a correct move, in my opinion, because I'm not gonna be making much profit on those guys. But I cross-listed them to Mercari, Poshmark. We'll see. Maybe at some platforms they're gonna do better. I listed some for $10, some for 15. See, this is Rick and Morty. Let's see what I missed. They normally do street party stuff for royal coronations in the UK. I think I missed a lot of stuff, guys. Coronation is a big deal over there. I was watching all the head of states flying to small airports. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. It's a big coronation, guys. I think we have to celebrate today. David, you have to celebrate too, along with your birthday. So, guys, this is not a good stuff to pick up. That's my point. So don't pick it up, guys. Don't pick up Loot Crate. See, I got... That's the only one, actually. This one, actually, was the only one that's decent. This Aliens. See, this is Alien. I don't know if that stuff is interesting, guys, but this is what it looks like. This is an alien with a pet. See, this is Alien from Alien movie, and the pet is this thing that jumped out. If you guys watched Aliens, the spider-like thing that came out from people's stomachs or mouths or whatever it was jumping out from. When they were infected by the aliens, guys, by Alien X. If you watch that movie, see, that one is actually not bad. That one sells for $20. See, it says Alien out for a walk. So on this one, I'll make my money back. Some of it. Half of the money. So guys, don't see there is a Black Widow. So guys, I got a bunch of them, and like I said, this is not great stuff, so don't buy it. That's my lesson for today, guys. Don't buy this stuff. David, are you team Wills or Harry? I don't know. David, are you team Wills or Harry? Oh, William, here you go. Okay, there you go. David is team William. I think that's the right one. David, that's the right choice. Anything for a party, exactly. Let me see. Let me show you something else, guys. Actually, this was interesting find. If you're gonna find this, I have to list it, but I have to count pieces on it. This is actually a good game, guys. Look, this is called Panzer Leader. See, this is a vintage bookcase game from 1974, guys. It was at the rummage sale. See, I paid $2 at the rummage sale for it. It sells for $40, and sell-through rate is really good. Check if you would like. Check the sell-through rate on this game. This is actually, for some reason, like decent vintage games that sells. Usually rare occurrence with vintage games, guys. Some of them can sell for decent amounts, even more than 40. Some can sell for 200. Some can sell for $1,000. But you're not gonna find those, especially complete. See, this one has all the pieces, even inside the original cardboard. Nobody even took them out. So that's why, like, I looked at it and I said, like, a manual, everything is there. So this one actually, like I said, I'll be able to list for $40, and it's gonna sell because the sell-through rate, even a die here, guys. Everything is complete. See, that's what you look for when you find them. Bookcase game. If you find bookcase games, some of those can bring some decent money. Depends on the game. See, similar with this one. I also found this one for $1. See, this is a dollar game. This is called Feudal, another bookcase game. See, this is a brand, 3M Games, guys. Tommy is very familiar with those games, guys. He knows. This is from 1969. So this one is even older. I sold this game before, but it was complete because there were some. It's not a lot of pieces. It's just soldier pieces and stuff like that. I don't know, guys, if it's interesting. I think everyone is already falling asleep again. But looks complete. But this was $1. This was $2. So you cannot go wrong, guys. With bookcase games, they're gonna sell anyway. Even not complete, they still sell. See, this one is 3M Bookshelf Games. So those two I found last weekend at rummage sale for $3. This is actually another interesting thing I found at thrift store. This is a new vintage sports radio, guys, from 1992. See, this is distributed by Toys R Us. And this was brand new, sealed. Doesn't sell for a lot of money. I paid, this was priced at $4.99 at thrift store. And it sells for $20 plus shipping, $24.99. So like this is like something that's unusual to find even at thrift store nowadays. Something sealed from like 90s, 80s. So this was interesting. I decided to get it because I kind of, even for $4.99, it's very light. We'll make some profit, guys. Not amazing, but we'll make some. Here's another one from thrift store. This is actually selling for decent amount. This is a vintage, also sealed from 19. Actually, this is from 2001. So it's already vintage also. So this is a old school, some kind of brown. This is a good brand, guys. If you're gonna find anything with this brand, brown. This is Styler. See, cordless Styler. This was $6.99 at thrift store. See, that's how they price it up. So even though that store doesn't price things up as Goodwill, because at Goodwill, this would be at my Goodwill here. This would probably be around $14.99, and this right here would be around also like 14 to 17. So that other store, at least for now, they don't price this kind of stuff up. So this was $6.99, and this one sells for 40, from $34.99 up to 50. You can check on Terapeak. For some reason, like in 2000, I checked Terapeak on this. It was this particular one was selling for more money before than now. So you never know, guys. You never know what you're gonna find, guys. What kind of things? Misha, welcome. Guys, here's Misha. I haven't seen Misha. How you been? How's everything? How's life? How's listings and sales? I know you're busy. Not like me, fooling around, not doing anything. Another amazing quote you got recent shoes. Yeah, David, Tommy probably already unpacked like the whole Russ. I think David eventually, Tommy will just buy out Russ and will just work there as an owner instead of buying shoes from someone. Tommy will decide that why I'm getting older, I cannot unpack so many shoes anymore without anyone's help. So eventually, when I get too old, I will not be able to take out so many shoes from bags. So it's better for me to make money right now, invest in Russ, and just become an owner. Picking out what I want to keep, the work isn't as fun afterwards. Well, someone, Tommy, you know what they say? If you like what you list, that's the most important thing. If you like what you list and make money on it, that's important, Tommy. That's actually more important, I think, compared to what you like, which doesn't bring much money and you list it, which is basically in my situation, in a way. Here's Paul saying hi to Misha. It's not, I feel same when I'm open. Misha, I actually got injured again. So, Misha, Misha, you know how I am. You know that I cannot escape health issues. Health issues, Misha, are kind of following me nonstop. They cannot let me go. Here's another interesting thing from that buy from those loot rate. Look at this, guys. You guys know this guy. This is Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, guys. This is Freddy glove chopsticks. See, this is the chopsticks to use. You want to go to eat some sushi, guys? You can grab Freddy's glove chopsticks and take them with you to the hibachi or a Japanese restaurant, guys. Let's see who I missed, guys. Hi, Misha. Pretty name, exactly. Angela. Misha has very pretty name. Misha is really good person, Angela. I don't know if you know Misha or not, but she's really cool. Sells good stuff, finds great stuff, knows about stuff, supports a lot of people. She knows what's up. A lot of respect for Misha because, I mean, see, not a lot of people like that. Let me put it this way. Here's another find, guys, at the thrift store. This was, this was actually something that surprised me, and it was only $3.99. This is it's called Chamberlain. It's like garage door smart control, which is basically something that you use for your app on the phone to open up your garage doors remotely. So it was surprising because I didn't know it's selling for like around. I thought it's only like $15, but it actually sells for like around $40. This is a small thing right here with a network connector. If you guys gonna see stuff like that, always make sure to check because like most of the time, I don't know why, but I would like, you know, not look into it. But I looked into this one, sells for like around 40 bucks. Paid $3.99. So I don't know why this was less. See this one, this was $4.99. This was $3.99. See how the thrift stores, they don't know what the heck is going on when they price things up. They just grab it and look at it and say, okay, this is gonna be $3.99. This will be $4.99. There was no like rhyme and reason of how they price stuff. Even though this one sells for more money than this was priced more than this. See, that's why you go to thrift stores, you're gonna catch them with something. They don't even check sometimes, you know. I think this was the best find that from yesterday at the thrift store. See, I paid $6.99. There's a box. This is a vintage point and shoot, guys. Once again, point and shoot camera, Canon short shot. See, BF date. That's what it says right here also. Short shot BF date. Needs batteries, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work because I think nobody used it. Because I looked at it comes with original box manuals, which actually gonna bring the value up. And I looked up one of those already yesterday. Installed comes similar model. Someone sold for like 80 bucks. So I will see, guys. There are some other ones that were selling for less. Similar models, the BF date. There are different. See, they make the manual with different models. But anyway, guys, this was actually not bad for $6.99. If you find point and shoot, guys, shoot instead of point. It doesn't. I don't know. I'll check it. I didn't actually test it yet. Paul, you're right, man. Absolutely right. Paul is absolutely right, guys. I am glowing because I like Misha, man. That's why I'm glowing. See, there you go. And I found, actually, guys, let me show you an interesting finds in terms of this guy. Guys, this guy, I forgot. My friend, Garfield. David, bye, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Enjoy your birthday. Don't drink too much. And celebrate the, what is it called? I forgot the name. Let me go back and see what it's called. Coronation. Enjoy coronation, man. Anyway, guys, Garfield paid $1 at the garage sale. See this guy, Lovestruck Garfield, special edition from Daikin from 1981, guys. Vintage Lovestruck Garfield, guys. Sells for $9 all day. See, when you find the plush, like when you find Garfield for $1, guys, you cannot not buy it at the garage sale. You're gonna buy it. You're gonna still make $10 plus shipping on this one. Some of them go for more money, but this one was funny. So I got that guy, got Garfield. Another great find was this, guys. You guys know this guy. This is Dave. Let me put another comment. See, this one is Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters and Nirvana. If you guys remember the Nirvana band, of course you do. But this was actually a bobblehead from. I always buy those types because this is limited edition, and that was given out here in Cleveland on January 29, 2022 on the Cleveland Rocks night. So this is like Dave Grohl bobblehead. This one actually was $5 at the rummage sale, and I actually decided, since I know about them, that's one of the things that I know about, those limited edition runs of bobbleheads for certain sport type of games like hockey, basketball. They make those rock musicians. So I grabbed it, I checked, and it sells for like around $40. And actually, I'm wrong, actually $50. So guys, $50, this particular one, brand new. It was brand new seal. I mean, not sealed, but brand new. It was not taken out of the box. I still took it out to make sure it's like at the rummage sale. I took it out to make sure it's not broken, because sometimes people will put them in back in the box and they're broken. So I always take them out to make sure, because I already was burned a couple times. I bought them at garage sales when they were inside the box, and when I pulled them out at home, there was like some kind of piece broken. So don't make that mistake, guys. It's a warning. Always check. But this guy is from Dave Grohl, guys. He's from Warren, Ohio, so he is local. That's why they had a special night for him at Monsters. See, this is from Cleveland Monsters. That's a IHL. That was like a minor league hockey team here in Cleveland. So that's another thing to look for. If you're gonna find the ones for like minor league teams, baseball, or anyone, those bobbleheads for some reason have value. Let's see. I missed again. Kent! Again, man. Kent, welcome. I know you're looking. Kent probably came by from Ross. Kent, I know you were at Ross looking for guys. Kent wrote that he's looking for vodka and prostitutes. Kent, that's not a good thing, man. It's not a good combination to look for this kind of stuff, especially in Russian language. But Kent, guys, was at the Ross store probably, so don't mind Kent, guys. You know how Kent is. He always actually looks for shoes. He looks for good things to sell. But then he goes to lives and says that he's looking for like alcoholic beverages, prostitutes, something like that. So I know that Kent doesn't mean it, but just to make sure, Kent, if I'm not mistaken, man, if you do look for this kind of stuff, there are certain websites, man, who provide. You can check out certain website for that service, man. You're not gonna pay up, maybe. Maybe you can go out and find. Misha saying smart, exactly. How did those area boots camp? I don't know. Tommy is probably asking Kent. Kent, how did those area boots camp out? And what else? I found there was. I'll show you guys actually as a good find that I already listed. Let me go. This was, I think, my best find last weekend. Let me find it here. I'll show you guys. I listed it for a decent amount. It's probably gonna sell for that amount because the new ones sell for more money, guys. Much more money. If you're gonna find this kind of stuff, Kent. Sorry, guys. I disappeared again. My internet broke again, guys. But let me show you guys. Let me pull up that the page. It's a very important page, guys. Let me pull it up. I'll show you guys the best find. Here you go. This was actually, I paid $20, but it sells for $300. So this is right here, guys. If you're gonna run into this, Kent knows about electronics, so Kent probably recognizes what it is. So this is actually, it's a hard drive DVD recorder, guys, by Magnavox. See, this is a model MDR 537H F7, which is basically means that's 1 terabyte hard drive. So it has a terabyte hard drive inside, and it's a DVD recorder, guys, with a tuner, and it had a remote control, manuals, and Kent is right. It is a decent brand, but this I paid $20, and I actually the guy doesn't them. So he tested them out by putting in the DVD, just like I can actually do it myself. Basically, when I test them, So he put it in a DVD, and it was coming up on the screen. And then I tested it at home, and so it does work. I even showed it in my photo guys. In the picture here that it connected to TV here, as you can see, and it shows a Naked Gun. I put Naked Gun. This is Priscilla Presley from Naked Gun, guys. Or I forgot her name. I forgot the actress name, guys. The one was Leslie Nielsen. So I put her on a photo. I mean, I started playing that movie, decided to take a photo with that screen, and I made a video that it works. So I listed it for $279, guys, and it sells for around that. It sells from 249 up to 300. So brand new ones sell for 700. So if you find a new one, if you find a new one, guys, pick it up. Sells for good money. So if you guys gonna find Magnavox, don't sleep on Magnavox, guys. Let's see what else I missed. I saw Putin finally found Roman's hiding. Paul, I think Putin already subscribed to my channel, man. Sure, they were 100. If those story in 6 was, well, that's a deal. See, Tommy and Kent find good deals at Ross. In my Ross, Kent, my Ross stopped doing any deals, man. I cannot find any deals in my Ross. Everything is priced up. And I don't know. I haven't actually gone there, as I told earlier today in my life. I haven't gone to Ross, I think, in a week. If you go there like Kent most of the time, like every other day, most likely you're gonna find deals because you're in the office kitchen. Like, okay, that's fine. So it was my phone. Yeah, that's no problem, Angel. I disappeared for like 10 seconds. I've sold pre-owned Touring $800. How much did you pay for them, Tommy? See, Kent has low ballers already. But yeah, so the Magnavox was a good find. Then I found Sony VCR with a remote control, which is very unusual, guys. This DVD recorder had a remote control and manual, which is very unusual, guys. And then Sony VCR was, I also found that they paid $10 because it also worked and it had a remote control. So I got that also for that Magnavox was $20 and Sony was $10. This Sony VCR right here. If you guys see it, this is a Sony SLV N71. So that's not a bad model for the Sony VCR, guys, with a remote. So guys, see, that's those were actually decent finds at the rummage sale last weekend. Really, I was wondering if there was flood or just. I think Kent goes to specific Ross stores. Tommy is the only person who knows what kind of inventory to find at Ross. I think they call Kent and let him know to stop by and get the stuff while nobody can. While no other resellers get there, Kent already buys all the stuff. We need to go back as Kent. Actually, hopefully next week I'll go there and we'll do a live stream. I'll do a live stream from there. It's not like I don't know, for like last couple times I was there, there were like brands of shoes that are normal in terms of sell-through rate and models and styles. They actually were priced up for me to make any money. There were like some Hoka, I don't remember what kind of Hoka sneakers or shoes they had at the time, but there were some that were priced at $80, and they were selling, I think, for like maybe around that price on eBay. So there is no point to, as you understand, guys, no point to buy it this way. You gotta go every day if you want to do really good at. Exactly, I know, Tommy. I know that you have to go every day. If I was concentrating more on retail arbitrage, like you most likely or Kent, I would actually go every day, even though it's not that far from me. It's like only 10 minutes from me where I live. It's just like I would kind of, my first places to go to, of course, would be either Beans or like I would go to uh, right now to Ramage sale, garage sale, since they're still, I mean, since it's already getting warmer in Cleveland finally, and we're gonna have more garage sales this weekend. So for retail arbitrage, you're right. You have to go every day, similar to if you're gonna go to Home Depot, you're gonna go to Lowe's. If you watch Flipping Junk, you probably know his channel, Vic from Ohio. He does retail arbitrage and he does Amazon with that stuff a lot. He sends it to Amazon, but he goes almost every sourcing trip, I think. He does stop by at Home Depot or Lowe's or like one of those stores to buy those clearance items like tools, all types of stuff that is available in Lowe's or Home Depot. So that's actually one of the things that I used to do also often before. I would go to like Goodwill, and then I will go to like Lowe's and Home Depot sometimes, even Walmart, Target, and I mean a lot of places where you can do retail array. I mean that's like bunch of places. If that's one of the things, it's just in terms of array. I think, in my opinion, if you find good clearance item, that's actually, and if you go every day, you're correct. If you're gonna go every day to do sourcing at like Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington, a bunch of those stores, even some other ones that I don't just remember right now. But you're gonna find clearance all the time, because if you're gonna go every day, you're gonna run into clearance anyway. So that's one of the things. I mean, with retail arbitrage, is that you have to go every day. But yeah, well, since I'm not going every day, that's a little bit off for me. Most likely, like any type of city, man, everyone, there are resellers like Kent or you that go to do retail arbitrage instead of going to like Beans garage sales. So of course they will go to those types of places every day. They're gonna find good deals and buy it, and that's where I'm missing out since I don't go every day. So that's why it's like you're correct about it. Gino, welcome, my friend. I know Gino is hiding from Paul. I know, Gino, where you're hiding. You're hiding at Passports and Pizza Pies channel. Gino, I see Gino's comments in case Passports and Pizza Pies, because we both watch her channel. And Gino will leave some interesting comments, some funny comments, and I will leave some funny comments sometimes. So, Gino, I know where to find you when you're not hiding from Paul. Gino, you cannot actually hide from Paul. I mean, he's gonna see you because he's too big. He's gonna see you anywhere. So there is no hiding. I wrote of TIMR. TIMR. Hawkers are also too much. Yeah, I know, Kent. That's but that's, I mean, Tommy was right about going every day. See, you also probably go every day. If you're gonna go every day, you're gonna run into different inventory all the time. Like if you're gonna go there, for example, I mean, some people even I think go twice a day. I'm pretty sure about that because I know here locally we have resellers that are doing retail arbitrage only, and they told me that. So they actually gonna hit up Ross. They're gonna go to Marshalls, which is actually that plaza which is next to me. They got Ross, and right across the street they got Marshalls. So like you can go to Ross and Marshalls, like across the parking. So it's like a very good location to do retail arbitrage if you want to stop by at two stores at the same time, and you don't have to drive much because you can just park go to Ross, and then go to Marshalls. And our Marshalls here is not that good at all. I think Ross is better. That location here were near me, because there are other Marshall stores, but that one is not that good. I have to drive to another Marshalls because it's better. TJ Maxx is another good spot I used to go to look for retail arbitrage. It's not bad for clothing, sometimes some shoes, some other things. I mean, if you're gonna do that kind of stuff, yeah, of course, it's better to go to those types of stores almost on every occasion, kind of trying to find this kind of stuff. Because if you're gonna concentrate mostly on thrift stores, it's gonna be kind of during the day, during sourcing days. When I go sourcing, I try to hit up as much as I can, and eventually, usually, like if I go to Ross or Marshalls, I will probably go last, like after all the thrift stores. So that's sometimes I would just skip it because I don't want to go, or just but you have to go. Yeah, you're right. I'm picking up a Mexican right now, dinner also. Tommy is always picking up Mexican and stuff like from Taco Bell and probably Chipotle's. So he is как вы? See Gino saying how are you? Gino, я хорошо. Which means I'm good. Gino, you missed my Russian language lesson. We tried to learn Russian last week, and it was not successful. Even I didn't learn anything. So, see, I don't know if we're gonna continue with that. A lot of people fell asleep. Some people probably decided to just unsubscribe. Some people just left and left the country. So I don't know. It didn't go that well. I'm cooking still at. Oh, that's good, Angela. That's actually really good. Maybe I need Ken's boyfriend. Angela, stillhead trout is really good stuff. It's actually healthy. Not like Mexican food. No, I'm kidding. Mexican food overall. And not Taco Bell, guys. See, again, I'm saying the wrong things. Salvador probably gonna come out at the reseller rally and kill me for doing something like that. Salvador probably listening, saying, what the heck is he talking about Mexican food? We killed it. He's smart. Yeah, man, he is actually, Tommy, about Vic. I don't know, man. Originally, I was kind of questioning what he was finding. It was kind of, I don't know. Eventually, I started watching more of his channel because he only does similar style of video, which is kind of, in my opinion, a good idea to do, because he doesn't kind of tries to implement any type of other things. He goes to Goodwills, church sales like me, estate sales, garage sales, and then he does array, which is in terms of how he does it, it's a little bit different. Like what he will buy sometimes and bring it out, and when he finds stuff on clearance at Home Depot, Lowe's, because that's where he mostly goes to array. I think he goes to Walmart sometimes, but most of the times that I've seen his videos, that where he goes in terms of retail arbitrage is either Lowe's or Home Depot. Because, and I can tell you another thing about Vic in terms of, he's in Ohio here, but I think he's near Dayton, which is like about hour and a half from me, from Cleveland. So I think by looking at the stuff he finds at Goodwill's where he lives, like shoes, for example, he finds, like, if you watch his channel, he finds like really good shoes, like in terms of price compared to Cleveland Goodwills. That's why I was telling in the past, like it depends where Goodwill is. Like in his area, it's much cheaper, and there's more, like he'll find more stuff. Also similar to Pro Picker, Dustin. I watched some of his videos, and he's also from around Dayton, Columbus, like also from Ohio here. And he also goes to Goodwill there where he lives, in near Columbus or Dayton, and he finds decent stuff there at Goodwill, which is not case here in Cleveland. Like if I would go to our local area Goodwills in Cleveland and look for the stuff that Vic or Dustin find at their Goodwills in Ohio, a little bit like near Columbus, it's completely different. That's why I was thinking about, like, if I'm gonna drive out to their area, like it's like hour and a half from me one weekend, and just go to Goodwills there, because like in Cleveland you're not gonna find those brands of shoes. They just pick them out and they list them on their online site at Goodwill, whatever, Goodwill.com or whatever it is. In Cleveland, for example, I know for a fact because I talked to both. We have 3 stores that are close around me in terms of Goodwills. I talked to all 3 managers. They told me right off the bat that they not gonna put out good brands of shoes on the shelf. They actually gonna source them out. They were basically direct with me about it, and they also told me about electronics. They told me about jewelry, watches. They don't have that stuff at our Goodwills locally. They don't even put it on the shelf. They right away they were trained to just send the stuff out. And after looking at Vic and Dustin, Pro Picker and Flipping Junk in Ohio here, and looking what they find at their Goodwills, hour and a half away, is just kind of like day and night compared to Cleveland. So see, that's where you. It's basically where you located. So that's why for me it's Goodwills for me here are like dead. I mean, I don't even go there. So yeah, Kent, I know. Actually, regarding Tuesday morning store, we have one here near me, so I'm gonna be going there. We had Bed Bath and Beyond here, which closed last year. Which actually I went there to find something, but it was too late. Everything was already gone, all the good things. So I went too late. Tuesday morning, they have some interesting stuff, mostly collectibles, mostly like variety of different things. So it's gonna be interesting when they're gonna have this sale start up here at my local one near me. I will actually look because it's like almost like I said. I think it's like 10 minutes away, maybe less. The Tuesday morning store. So I will actually. I wanted to go there today to check it out if they already started the sale, but I'll go tomorrow. Left with we have like they actually announced closings of all the stores recently. Originally, they were closing certain locations only, but now they're closing all the stores. So ours here too. We have, I think, 2 of the stores that I know of here near me. So one of them is really close. So I'll go to that one and check it out. I will probably do a live from there, guys. We'll do a live from Tuesday morning when they're gonna have the start of the sale. I think not the 20% off sale, but I will go. I'm gonna go to just check out what they have, even at 20%. What we'll see if they're gonna have like 50 or more. That's gonna be the time to go. Ron will get a credit hot to Ross and the Raiders and get. Tommy, I don't know if Pete. I will invite him. We'll see if he will come over to my room, and I don't know to drink. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. But I'll invite him. We'll see if we. Pete probably gonna come over and drink some, not just vodka. We'll see if he's gonna drink Ukrainian vodka. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that's gonna go, Tommy. Maybe Pete will. We'll take up Pete on his offer, and then go to the Ras. Party City is closing. Wow, I didn't know that. And I have Party City also, man, near me. So I got a lot of places, guys. See, Kent already knows because Kent has inside information of all the stores closing. Kent, can you imagine how many stores? It's unbelievable. Like eventually, I think in about maybe 5 years, most of the big name stores are gonna probably. I don't know if anyone will survive, man. I don't know if Amazon. I mean, most likely online selling platforms, Amazon, eBay. eBay, I'm not sure. let's not go that far. But Amazon, Eventually, man, I think they're gonna start those retail businesses, retail stores. People will just buy stuff on Amazon all the time, man. As I don't know, it's like easier. You can sit in your underwear and just order stuff online instead of going to your car, especially in colder climate states. Like a person would sit in their underwear and order all the stuff, and they deliver it within like couple, sometimes same day. So I mean, I don't know how those stores, even Walmart probably gonna survive, but Best Buy is another one that is kind of gonna be very questionable about survival of Best Buy. We'll see how that's gonna go. Best Buy is kind of a wild card. Don't talk about. I'm kind of way behind the comments, guys, as usual. 9 people in my life, guys. Appreciate it. There are more important things to do today, guys, than watching my life. Tommy doesn't get Taco Bell. He's got little Mexican clears his shoe to cook his. That's good, Paul. Actually, Tommy will appreciate it actually to do that because if Tommy had that kind of pleasure of having those types of people cooking, like any type of help he can get, Tommy will probably, go for it. He will not leave his basement. He'll probably tell everyone, go grab me food, go grab my inventory, go list, go ship, go source. He has a crazy deal with his. Yeah, I know. And also that we're talking about Vic, and yeah, I don't know, but I mean, he finds like Vic. If you watch his videos, he finds like really good shoes at his Goodwills, like good, like price, not like all the good brands, but he will find shoes that are priced properly, like 5.99, 6.99. At our Goodwill, you're gonna find even not at Goodwill, the thrift stores that I go to, they will put out the shoes on the rack that are completely destroyed, and they want like $9, 12.99, 16.99, and for used up, broken down, like bad soles, bad midsoles, no insoles, hair all over the shoes on the inside of the shoes are hair. They will price them up like at $16, and they're gonna be like unknown brands sometimes, like Profit. I saw actually Profit brand, which is Vic actually had some Profit shoes in his videos that he found, but they were cheap enough for him to buy. They were, I think, 5.99. At our store, they would be like around 14.99. So like twice as much, or even sometimes 3 times. So there is like if Vic lived in Cleveland, he would not be finding those types of shoes in Cleveland Goodwills. Let me put it this way: it's not going to be possible. Savers, same way. Savers sometimes will price up shoes through the roof here, like $20, even more, 24.99. So I don't know. Big bro, welcome, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully, hope everything is good with you, man. Wish Paul I could get a lot more done. Can't find. He will bring Polish sausage. We'll see. Kent, if Pete, I'll invite him, man. I'll invite him to the room. We're gonna try some Russian food. If Pete gonna bring up his Polish food with him, we're gonna try Polish food. Polish food is also really good. If you guys haven't tried Polish food, I suggest you guys try it. They they have Polish people also have great food. Cora brick and mortar. Yeah, I know, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how. To tell you the truth, I don't know how Best Buy survived pandemic. I was kind of I don't know. It was surprising for Best Buy because I know Best Buy people still shop at Best Buy. The kind of interesting thing every time I drive by Best Buy, there are always cars there still. I mean, even though you're gonna find better deals sometimes if you go to any other, even online, you're gonna find it cheaper on Amazon or eBay even compared to Best Buy prices. And also at Costco, I think those stores like Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's Warehouse, BJ's Wholesale, those types of stores most likely will survive because of the inventories they have and what type of items you can find in like bulk or big type of items like Costco sells, like big boxes of like food and some deals on electronics they have, and tires, and all the stuff that Costco does with, of course, memberships. Apparently, I heard that Costco most likely gonna raise membership prices. I don't know if it's true or not. I heard it from someone. I'm not sure, but I don't know. The way Costco is, I like Costco, man. I actually sometimes you're gonna find deals at Costco, like retail arbitrage deals. During Christmas, I found like toys, Legos there that were kind of, even though they were pricey, but still, I mean, if you're gonna buy them at certain price, sometimes at Costco, you're gonna still make some money. And other type of Christmas items during holiday season, and they have some like decent deals on TVs, electronics or receivers, computers, Dell computers. Actually, I used to find Dell computers at Costco for certain price with a discount, like $200 off certain weeks, like months. They will do like certain months, as you guys know, Costco does. If you guys shop there, or Sam's Club sometimes. I don't know if Sam's Club does it. Maybe they do. I haven't been there in a while. But Costco sometimes they will have a special on certain computers like Dell. They will have like $200 off, or like they will have like sometimes I've seen $300 off. And you can actually make money on Dell computers. You can buy, of course, you're gonna spend money to make money, but you're gonna, some actually people that I know who sell computers, they will go into Costco on those types of like weeks when they have the sale, and they will actually buy like even though right now they used to be, you could have like buy not unlimited. I think it was like maybe 10 computers in the past that you can buy one person. Now they limited it, I think, to five. But still, you can buy five computers with a good deal and resell it. But you're gonna have to spend money. Of course, they're not gonna be $20. There are some that you're gonna buy like good ones, like Dell XPS. Dell Inspiron is not that great, but XPS, those sometimes they have like a deal where they used to be like 12.99 originally, and Costco will sell them for like 8.99. But it's like rare. I haven't seen it recently, but you still, if you're gonna buy it for 900, and you're gonna still make money even reselling them, even though it's too much to invest to try to sell it for 12.99. But people do it. I know people have done it, so I don't know if it's a good idea, but at least less than almost everyone I know, except me. Savers here went out of business way before I even. Paul, say we have Savers in Cleveland. We have a couple. They usually, the only difference in terms of Savers and Goodwill. Our Savers will sell video games. They will actually put them on the floor. Sometimes video game systems. Goodwill doesn't. Our Goodwill doesn't. Our Goodwill will not sell any video games or gaming consoles. Very rarely, if you're gonna go there at any of our Cleveland Goodwills, you're gonna find something video game related, like controller or any type of item that is associated with video games, because they take the stuff right away and send it out. They were basically, I talk to resellers here locally who go to Goodwill sometimes. They also don't go anymore because of you're rarely gonna find something unless you're selling clothing. If you're selling clothing, sometimes you will find something normal for like even though the price will not be great. Like if you're gonna find, for example, Vineyard Wines, for example, like a shirt, our Goodwill is pricing it at $10, $9.99. So if it sells, I don't know, like Vineyard Wines also depends on the style or the size or whatever, color wave. If a regular one sells for like 20 to maybe 24.99, rarely now because they're saturated. So $10, you're not gonna spend $10 on Vineyard Wine shirt at Goodwill to sell it for $20. You know, it's like even with clothing. I mean, they already know brands, and they not. I mean, the brands that I see they price up, North Face, Patagonia, all the stuff they already learned. Vineyard Wines, even Peter Millar, um, any type of brands they are know. I mean, they know about. They will price this shit up to $12.99. Jackets, North Face jackets, $20 at Goodwill. That's just crazy, man. It's like, I mean, you can find sometimes, like I said, if you're gonna stay there specifically to go through each rack and look through each brand of clothing, you may find something on a certain color, like a certain color day off, like 50% off day for certain color of the tag. But you have to go through freaking entire rack. I mean, not a lot of people, unless you're like specifically selling specifically clothing and you only go to clothing area, you're just gonna go through all the clothing to find those things that will be, I mean, will leave you enough meat on the bone to actually buy them at that price and spend your time at Goodwill searching for that. That's like, not a lot of people want to do it, man. I don't think some brick stores are doomed. As a big chains, maybe it's going the way of the dinos, will be small shops. Yeah, big bros, the smaller ones, I think, we'll see. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like with, we'll see how that goes. I mean, that's, you never know. As you can see, with the trend right now going on since pandemic started, a lot of retail, bigger stores, even malls. The malls here in Cleveland, if you go to any mall, you're gonna see like a trend where a lot of stores don't even open. Like they will open up sometimes, and most of the time you go in, they're closed, or they're like already closing completely. I've seen that happen already in a couple of malls here. So I don't know how that's gonna go in a couple of years, but I think there are people that would rather go. Exactly, I know because that's you're right. A generational thing is one of the things that's gonna keep them open still. People who like to go to malls still walk around. I mean, by going to different stores in the mall. Back in the day, it was like I remember like 10 years ago in the mall. If you go to a mall, it's gonna be filled with people almost any day. There are gonna be a bunch of stores, food places. Now, if you go to a mall on a weekday, there is rarely like you're gonna see people, but not a lot of people there. I mean, unless it's a weekend. A weekend usually that's most of the time where people are at the mall. It's and also depends on like I said, like it depends on the like weather in certain states and like southern states, northern states. Also depends on that kind of stuff. Physical stores are out of business. Old people will die. Kent, maybe old people won't die. Kent, you don't know what's gonna happen in 10 years or 20 years. Maybe they're gonna invent some kind of medication to keep people alive forever. So people will become immortal. Can you imagine everyone will become immortal and we're gonna go do eBay, YouTube for like 200, 300 years non-stop and TikTok. Convenience stores, yes. Supermarkets also. Supermarkets will survive. I think most of them because food is still more important, guys, than any other stuff. Anyway, so the food places, restaurants. Even though right now people are trying to more lean towards restaurants model where you do drive-through most of the time. People don't want to get out of the cars. They're getting too lazy to even go into the restaurant sometimes. You know, cannot speak for everyone, but that's what I've seen the trend that people like to just get, fast food type of stuff, go through drive-throughs, get the food, leave, not sit around in restaurants. And like We'll see. I mean, I don't think restaurants, I mean, bigger chains like Applebee's, those types of restaurants like Fridays, Waffle Houses all over the United States, Denny's, um, Olive Gardens, all those types of restaurants. I think there is a possibility there's gonna be like less, of course, they're gonna close, but they're gonna be still around. I'm not. I don't think they all gonna close down. So, but you wouldn't know them. Um, Toy stores, yeah, I remember toy stores. We had a couple in Cleveland still open until Toys R Us went out of business. Eventually, closed down everything, and Babies R Us. And then other toy stores that locally owned here, they closed down also eventually. We had a couple that were privately owned. They just closed down. I'm just struggling. I'm struggling just to buy a phone. Angela, you want to go find them at the stores like Costco, Walmart, Staples. I think Staples is one of the stores that may close down. Staples is actually, we'll see, with their prices. I don't know, Staples prices, guys. Amazon and even some other stores, it's much cheaper than Staples. I don't know. Every time I would go to our local Staples, there was like no people. There are like maybe 3 people in the store. That's it. Just by his rental. Kent has a lot of different programs, guys. Always like exactly adverse through social media. I know. Kent, big bro, and that's actually that's what happens. I mean, generational changes. New generation will also will step away from those TV channels. I mean, people, most of the new generation nowadays, I don't even think they watch TV at all. Maybe they watch like one of those YouTube, not YouTube, but those like Netflix. I always forget all other ones. I look at them and I always forget them. Like those different video streaming services, like Roku or whatever, on YouTube. Like they will rather watch TikTok and Instagram videos, fast Facebook. So there you go, man. Imagine all the old people. No, big bro, you're okay. You're not old. Exactly. Willie Nelson. I think Willie Nelson is like 125. Him and Keith Richards. Keith Richards, Willie Nelson. There are a bunch of actually. There's like Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is like 95, I think. And then there is Jack Nicholson, who is like almost 90. And there are a bunch of actors who are actually old, still alive. Al Pacino is probably in his 80s. So there are a bunch of actors still who's like already up there in age, but still alive, guys. See, we're all are exactly. Generation X. Willis said we exactly. I know. Tommy, he's right. Actually, I think it's actually the natural stuff, guys. No prescription medications. No medications at all. Natural grown stuff that Mother Earth. That's why weed is actually grown. That was given to Mother Earth for people. It's natural stuff. No chemicals. Unless you buy something mixed that people sell sometimes, mixed up with some other crap that you don't want to buy because you don't even know what the heck is inside of it. If you're gonna try something like that, you may not even, I mean, stay alive. So be careful. Needs to exactly like Foot Locker. We have actually, Paul. We have a couple of different ones. Foot Locker. I think Shoe Depot. There is like another one. There is like 4 different ones with shoes. Yeah, there is one actually not bad. I actually can source at that store. Like Tommy does at Ross, and me too. Actually, I go to Ross also, and Kent. Olive Garden just bought roast Chris out. Wow, I didn't know that. Olive Garden is actually used to be like really not bad, but long time ago. Like any of those chain restaurants, like Applebee's, um, like anything comes to mind right now, like steakhouse, all those steakhouse places, like Longhorn Steakhouse. Um, those are chain restaurants. I mean, they don't concentrate. Outback, they don't concentrate on making great food. They just make food fast. So they get rid of one customer and come to the next customer, you know. So they're gonna be like keep the stuff going. They don't need to concentrate on making. That's what I was telling people. Unless there are certain ones around certain states that are kept certain traditions in making, you know, decent food at those chain restaurants. But like most of them nowadays, I mean, they don't even try to, you know, because there is no reason to, you know, because of, I mean, there is not much money involved in this kind of stuff. Big bro, Waffle House, yeah, and Pancake. There is another one, Pancake House, or I forget what it's called. I always forget their names, like all those restaurant chains. We had a Pancake House here in Cleveland that closed down. Waffle House, we have a bunch of them. And Dennis. Dennis is the worst one, I think. Big bro, Dennis. The food they make, raw meat. If you go there like in the evening, like late at night, stop by Dennis. Then they're gonna make. If you ask for steak, you're probably gonna get rare steak. You're gonna get it with blood, uncooked. And most of people who go there at 2 in the morning at those restaurants like Waffle House and Dennis, they're mostly drunk, or like they got like those drunk munches. So they're gonna order this like a lot of food, like steak, any type of meat, ribs, and everything gonna be undercooked or not cooked. It's going to fall in that mother. Oh yeah, speaking about BlackBerry, man, here you go, guys. Actually, remember that one, guys? This was a Palms by Sprint. Yeah, Sprint used to be in business back in the day. I mean, not that back in the day. Sprint was like doing those Palm trios. If you guys remember those were actually not bad back in the day. I still have it. It doesn't work, but BlackBerry was better than Palm. Palm was like, even though people still bought Palm Trio 450, I think. I don't remember exact model. But there were a bunch of them back in the day, like people buying those, using Palm Trios, BlackBerry, Nokia, Motorola, the one that was a flip, or what is it called, flip phone, Motorola flip phones, those the black ones. Back in the day, without social media, without, they didn't even have text messages, I think, back then on those phones. They didn't have anything except you just calling, or just calling someone or getting a call. That's it. Apple almost failed to them. They came out with the music. Well, Paul, I can tell you, Apple business model. You know, I don't think Apple will ever close down. I don't think Apple will. They may, you know, but I don't see it. Every time you go to Apple store, like there are a bunch of people, and they like selling those. Anything they sell right now is like, you know, considered to be. I don't like Apple. You guys know that I don't use it. I use Samsung, Android. Um, some of the stuff I used previously, not the phones, not iPhones. I used other Apple products like laptops, MacBooks. I hated Apple because of data recovery issues with Apple from the past. The way Apple made stuff from like hard drives, which were really bad quality. Like they would fail more than any type of Windows laptop. Like if you would buy a Dell or you buy HP Compaq or any other brand except Apple, those hard drives inside they would survive longer compared to all the whatever Apple was making back in the day. MacBooks, those desktop Pro desktops they made, iMacs inside with those screens that you had to remove. Everything that Apple made was so complicated to deal with because everything they made you had to basically destroy the actual thing because if you would have taken out something you had to destroy something because everything was glued. They would glue like everything, like glue it, put like million screws all over the laptops. It would be difficult to even take out motherboard because you have to freaking remember where everything was. You had to take photos like of the layout, how the screws were inside, how they were like certain size screws. They were not same size screws. So you had to like remember which screw goes to what on the inside of the laptop. It was crazy how they made stuff. So that's why I didn't like Apple. Let's see. They opened first Champs in Dallas. Champs, we have one store here in Cleveland. Champs Sports. Oh, IHOP. Ken, thanks, man. It took me 10,000 years, man, to read your comment. IHOP, yeah. We had IHOP here in Cleveland, but it's closed. Russian people, I think, closed it. They didn't like the food. They would rather go to Waffle House. IHOP better. Angela, IHOP actually had, I think, in terms of maybe waffles, they had good waffles. I remember that. And like waffles were better than Waffle House. I remember. But Waffle House actually, if you order any type of breakfast with eggs, I think nobody can beat it. We have another restaurant here in Cleveland called Bob Evans, which is Ohio chain. It was originally started by Bob Evans, who is the name of the restaurant, somewhere in Columbus, Ohio. So he has restaurants only, I guess, in Ohio and Indiana right now. Maybe somewhere else already. I don't know. Maybe Pennsylvania. But it's not bad for breakfast. It's like I would say maybe better than Waffle House, but I think selections are a little bit different because they're like similar type of restaurants in terms of what they serve, but in terms of food, maybe items they serve are different compared to Waffle House and setup. So if you guys ever in Ohio, go to Bob Evans. Dennis, yeah, Dennis. That's don't go to Dennis, guys. Especially if you go to Dennis for breakfast. I don't know. It's not a good place. Exactly, both crappy. Exactly, it depends. It depends exactly on where you are. Sometimes some of those restaurants are good in some states. In other places are not good. Also depends on neighborhoods they're at. That's all has to be considered when you go to chain restaurants on where they're located because like some areas are not good to go to, so you don't go there. Patrick, welcome, man. Thanks for stopping. Patrick, thanks for flying by, man. Flying in your plane. Guys, Patrick today decided to fly in a helicopter. So he's saying hi from helicopter with gluing parts. Exactly. Patrick, you're right. Especially Samsung also right now. I used to, like I said, I used to disassemble. If you want to replace a screen on a broken phone, like I mean, cracked screen on iPhone, that's like one of the worst things to do because you have to. I mean, it's not just glue; it's so many small wires that are glued and connected that you have to make sure, like touch screen, all those things. So I mean, some of that stuff is so small you don't even see it. So if people who like to do that kind of stuff, it's like unless you do it on your own phone and you don't want to spend a lot of money by giving it to someone to replace the screen, you can try to do it, but at least try to watch some kind of video at least before you do that because like if you're gonna do it without watching, there are a bunch of YouTube videos right now about that, even though some of them are crappy also. But those phones right now with those screens that are so fragile, you have to put like bunch of screen protectors so it doesn't break. And even though the screen protectors are crappy, every time you just hit it somewhere, you're gonna break freaking screen protector. You have to order another one. So crappy stuff. Proprietary screws, exactly. That's right, Patrick. Proprietary screws. I know all about them. I've worked with that crap for a while, Patrick. I know. I was cursing, man. I was like, when I was used to like to fix laptops, every time they will bring some kind of newer model with like 10 million screws and like keyboards that you have to, in order for you to replace a key on the keyboard, sometimes you have to freaking take apart entire laptop. You have to take out everything: motherboard, memory, processor, heatsink, all the cables. You have to take everything apart, and then you get to the keyboard. And that's a trend right now with most Dell laptops. I know that Dell now made basically all of them like that. Apple long time ago. And every time you have to disassemble something, take out hard drive sometimes or memory, you have to disassemble so many things, disconnect like everything, the screen, and then you have to remember how everything goes back. And that's like one of the toughest part, guys. So don't take apart laptops. Don't, exactly. I know. Kent, I know about this. That's what happened eventually. But with hard drives, that's the only different thing about hard drives. When people use laptops or computers or like mobile devices, like whatever, tablets, every time there is some kind of memory issue, they cannot, they store their data on there. So they will go to Apple Store, for example. Just as an example, we'll take Apple. They'll go to Apple Store. So they will tell them, my hard drive is not working. So Apple will actually try sometimes to take the hard drive out, even though lately they don't want to mess with it. So they will tell the person to go to data recovery company. So they're gonna basically take apart. They need to have the entire laptop. So some people kind of, they don't wanna, like, they want their laptop to work right away. So they get upset. They go like their hard drive fails. So they cannot. They need their data, and they go to Apple Store. Apple Store tells them we can basically take a look at it. If we cannot do anything, you gotta have to ship the entire laptop to data recovery company. And those data recovery companies, they don't give a crap. They will have to break. They even tell the person that the owner of the laptop. They will tell them to sign paper like agreement. They're gonna break the freaking laptop to rescue their data from hard drive. And some people, they have no other choice. They don't back up their crap, so they need their data. So they will sign the agreement. So the company will take the laptop and basically they're gonna take apart everything. They're not gonna put it back together. They will just take it apart, take hard drive out, and then they will ship all that crap back to the customer with a like broken down laptop that he paid probably 2 grand or maybe more for Apple. And then people get upset, they get like spending over $1,000 on recovery, and then they need to buy a new laptop because everything is disassembled unless like they can take it to like I don't know, computer place where they can put it in. So that's why people don't realize it. And when their hard drive fails, they just don't know what to do, and they start looking into options, and that basically leads them to all those things they bought and spent money on, a lot of money on, like phones, tablets. It has to be taken apart, and basically when you take it apart, it's really difficult to put it back nowadays. So people basically lose their, sometimes even their data, because some of the hard drives are unrecoverable. So they will lose everything, their data, their laptop. So there you go, guys. A little lesson. Luis, welcome to my life, man. I've been on already for 10 hours again. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I really appreciate you guys. Beef stew, been eating for 3 days. I'm okay with that. See if what followed right to repair for a while now. Watching the lobby is saying the same thing. Once the girl saying something about it's not like changing a remote. Exactly, Patrick. It's not. Believe me, I worked in that industry for a long time, and believe me, it's not. People just they don't have anything. Let me put it this way: they don't have any other choice. Like for example, they have some like pictures stored on their iPhone, and they just bought an iPhone. Like for example, they dropped it in the freaking water. That iPhone doesn't work anymore. So some of the people who were smart enough, they bought warranty or whatever replacement plans with their provider. So in case something like this happens, they'll get their phone replaced. But still, some people didn't. And when they dropped like $900 more phone in the water, which is basically they claim it to be waterproof, and sometimes it's not. Depends. So they lose it, and they lose the phones, they lose their pictures, they lose everything. But people like companies who repair that stuff, they tell them in advance, we're gonna break your phone, we're gonna break your screen to take out the memory to try to read the memory. So those companies don't care about their device. Their how much money they spent on it. So just keep it in mind, guys. That's Apple makes it exactly. I know. Exactly. Tommy is right. That's people. A lot of Tommy. A lot of people are like that. Believe me, I know because I do that. A lot of people don't back up stuff. I mean, not me, not backing up, but people who reach out to me and try to get their data back. I mean, it's just unbelievable. People don't learn, and they like I would not like if you like saving like you download movies, you download music, you can get the stuff back. You can download it again. But if you got like a hard drive with QuickBooks, like SQL servers, some companies, big corporations, man, like they have servers with SQL or QuickBooks or any type of accounting programs, and they freaking don't back it up, or they're like whatever technician doesn't do it. So they don't have any backup, and they have to spend like thousands, man. Like like when I used to work for data recovery companies, they would like pay up, man, like big money, sometimes 20 grand. Certain companies, big corporations, because they needed their stuff back. So they actually were so nervous about losing that stuff. They would actually pay up front just for the stuff to get diagnosed. So like without even doing anything, they will pay up for a service to get it fast. Like they will pay up for fast service. Like fast service would be like for example for the raid, for the company would be like 2 grand. So they will pay ahead. They will pay $2,000 without even sending their hard drives in already, just for the engineers to just start on their case right away. And that was crazy without even work. And they had to sign an agreement that 2 grand is not refundable. So the company basically they get it. They don't even look at it first. They already got paid 2 grand for it, and they don't refund the customer because they are so lost. They kind of in a panic mode that they don't have backups. They have like bunch of customers on that server who they apparently like, like SQL server with bunch of I don't know information. Let me put it this way, and they just don't have any other choice. So they will pay up 2 grand, and then if data is recoverable, they will pay more. Like they will pay some. It depends on number of drives. If it was 20 hard drives, they will pay up to 20 grand, like 1,000 per drive. So like that was going. It's still going rate right now. If you call around data recovery companies, if you have a RAID or like a server with like Linux, um, doesn't matter, like virtual machine, those types of things, man, they will charge like through the roof. Like 10,000 is like a beginning range, like from 10K up to sometimes to 40, sometimes to 50. And the company I used to work with, there was a case that they paid almost 80 grand. There was a business, I don't remember what company was it, they paid 80,000, man, for just a rate to get recovered, man. That's how crazy it is. It's not selling on eBay. So I guess everyone left. Change horror stories this year. Patrick, we're gonna exchange stories, man. No problem. I'm Angela. Angela, big bro. Big bro, let Angela know what your name is. Angela, I think Big Bro doesn't like to be called by his name. I know that for sure. All right, guys. I'll show you two more things, guys, that I found, and then I'm gonna leave because I've been on. I really appreciate you guys supporting me. I'm gonna go live again from the store maybe next week. But I found this yesterday at the thrift store. Don't sleep on the media, guys, because some media, as you guys know, that's why I like selling media. My number one choice of when I go to thrift store, guys, I go to media section. So I found this yesterday. This is a rare. This is a complete series. Dark Shadows, the revival. That's a DVD set. This sells for $40 on eBay. I paid $1.99. It's brand new sealed. And this is another this is very some kind of rare stuff. I never found this before. So find this. This is from 1991. Some kind of some kind of series. I don't know if it was in the United States, maybe not, but maybe you guys remember Dark Shadows. And another thing I found was Rampoli of the Bailey. This is some kind of also like 4 disc set, also brand new sealed. Paid $2.99 for it, and it sells for $24.99. So media, guys, only two things. See, not a lot of money invested, but if you're gonna find the right things, you're gonna make decent amount. And Tommy is right. Base Roman is barcode reseller. Exactly. Tommy, you know, I actually look up certain things with media on Amazon, and I'll show you another. See, don't sleep on media, guys. Again, because this I've shown you last live. I sold Sylvester Stallone Betamax VHS tape for $179, and last I think today is Thursday. On Monday, I sold another Betamax tape right here. It's a horror for $89. So if you guys gonna don't shame the media, guys. See, you're gonna make. See, this sold right here for $89. This it's called Night of the Zombies. It's a beta tape. It's not a VHS. It's an older VHS, guys. If you're not familiar, most of you are familiar, I hope, with Betamax players and tapes. But this one was some kind of rare horror movie, Night of the Zombies, and sold for $89. So, guys, like I said, with with media, it's kind of hit or miss. Like if you're gonna hit, it's gonna be like a big hit. If you're gonna miss, it's gonna be big miss. So like, and most of the time, like I said, it's something you're gonna find cheap anywhere anyway. It's gonna be around dollar, $2. I mean, you're gonna. I mean, there's gonna be no sense with most VHS. You're not gonna find it. With DVDs, Blu-rays, there are gonna be some of the rare ones that you're gonna find sometimes that gonna be worth decent money, like this one right here. So, I mean, for $90, that's not good. You know what I'm saying, guys? That's that's an interesting tape. Yeah, see, Patrick knows Dark Shadows. Yeah, it's actually I've never found this before. So it was like I said, with media, every time like you go to media section, like people, if you sell on Amazon, you're gonna see right away certain resellers that sell on Amazon. You can tell by barcode scanners. They will scan books, they will scan vinyls, CDs, also like they will stand right in that area. They're not gonna look for anything else because right away I already know them and I already spoke to them. They only sell mostly on Amazon, so they will just scan books. They will like get bunch of books for Amazon. They will do FBA, ship them out, and that's what they do. And they go through different thrift stores where it's basically the cheapest thing you're gonna find at thrift store. It's media, so that's what they do. And I mean, we'll turn you on to some. Big bro, we're gonna discuss it, man. No problem. Patrick, I do have Betamax actually, that I found working one last year at the garage sale, and I decided not to sell it for situations like that. If I'm gonna run into beta tapes, even though that player Patrick is worth decent money, I actually kind of contemplating. I'm probably gonna list it because you know it's like, what's the point? I mean, if the tape doesn't work, you're not gonna watch, like, like I said in the past, like media, used media, for example, brand new one is understandable, most likely gonna work all the way. But used, even with cassette tapes, like records, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, you're not gonna sit there, even if you paid $1 and it sells, for example, for like, we're gonna give a good example, it sells for $9.99. You're not gonna sit there and watch the entire movie to make sure like that it plays all the way. Similar with music CD or vinyl. I mean, unless there is gonna be some kind of tape like that I sold, which is worth $90 or more, then of course you can, of course, test it out to make sure it plays all the way. But it's most likely most of them are not gonna be needed. So that's my beta max player. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or not. I'll keep it for now, but we'll see. Mark, welcome to my life, man. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Mark, I check out your videos on postcards sometimes because I actually may start selling some, so we'll see. Mark, I'm kind of all over the place reseller. So with I think postcards is the last thing I need right now. After I've been already listing old black and white photos, maps, sheet music. It's like the last thing I need right now is to get into postcards. I think I don't have enough crap in my head right now to get involved. Even sports cards right now. I list sports cards, which I kind of was not into it until I started listing them and sold couple. And I had a buyer actually yesterday open up not received case on one of the sports cards that I sent with a standard envelope, and it shows it's been delivered to his zip code. And basically, I contacted eBay after he opened up not received case. I know I'll get my money back anyway. I just called eBay and they told me, just reassured me, because I already knew it anyway. So they told me we're gonna close the case in your favor after like 5 days. So the buyer already. I think I'm gonna block that buyer because he spent freaking, I think $2 like 69 cents on a sports card with standard envelope shipping, and he is like so concerned that he wants his money back, that he didn't receive it. And I'm like, it was funny in a way. I understand. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Even though it shows being delivered, but with standard envelope, maybe they delivered it to his neighbor. You never know. So like, we'll see. Miles to Roman has a sugar. Exactly. Moral of the story is, guys, she's too busy. Sugar mama. Yeah. I wish, Tommy, like your sugar mama. Tommy, there is like sugar mamas, unfortunately, only exist in YouTube world, on certain YouTube videos. Roman is a captain. No, actually, my wife doesn't like. I understand her. She doesn't like this YouTube. She doesn't like this kind of stuff, and I mean, she's like not into it in terms of like lives or YouTube videos, like going on videos. She's actually on my video when I went to. If you guys want to see my wife, she's actually in video where I went to reseller rally the first time. My son is also there. After that, I don't think she was in any videos. So if you guys want to check it out, go back in Reseller Rally in Cincinnati video, first one, part one. She was in that video. Mark, I'll put them on. Mark, actually, we're gonna have I think Saturday. There is gonna be a state sale where they advertised vintage postcards. So I'm gonna go check it out. We'll see. We'll see what they want for them. You know, it just gives you. Yeah, I know, man. That's what happened. I know. Exactly. I know, Paul. That's what I knew about it. I just basically what happened was he started messaging me like nonstop, man. He was like, I think he sent me like 6 messages nonstop with like tracking information, and like at the top he had like his zip code, which actually is a zip code that he has in his eBay account. And I said like I pointed that out to him, but it doesn't matter anyway because like you know how some buyers are. So we don't know if he's telling the truth or he's lying. So it's like with any type of buyer that comes around sometimes, especially on cheap stuff. Most of the time, guys, as you know, on cheap things that will like start messaging, going crazy. They haven't received the sports card that's $2.99. That's the type of, I know that's what Mark. They actually shown like he was supposed to get it on May 2nd, and actually he got it on May 2nd. The way the tracking shows, it was delivered. It just shows zip code. So zip code and then delivered to that zip code, not the regular type of how they put it in USPS tracking because it's standard envelope. So I pointed that out to him because that zip code and his address match, but it doesn't matter because you know how certain buyers are. He's like, no, I didn't receive it. So I mean, eBay already, I know already by myself, they gonna close it in my favor. It's just you put if he gonna come back and start bitching about it, and you can block him, and that's it, and move on, move on with your life, guys. That's what happens in those cases. Philosophy. Yeah, you don't even need to, Paul. Actually, keep it separate. Couples that you, I know, Paul. It's not about it, even, man. My wife would never get into this. She doesn't like it. Um, she is very kind of person. She doesn't more private in a way where she doesn't get into this kind of stuff in terms of social media and the YouTube. She watches YouTube, but not reselling content. Not my videos for sure. I can tell you that. She will help me out with with different things in terms of reselling, like stuff I find. She'll clean like shoes. She'll clean the shoes. She will wash the clothing if I buy clothing, and some she will ship certain things, and but she will not do any of that YouTube crap. And she doesn't like it. She coming to no, Tommy, she's not gonna be going because it's gonna be September, and my son is in school at the time. So if it was summer, yes, but it's September. She's not going, so I'll be alone, man. So Tommy, I will only have your company, man. Tommy company and maybe Pete. Maybe Pete will stop by. Well, me and Tommy will talk to Pete. Maybe he will stop by and keep us company. I don't think anyone else will. Maybe Paul Philip Flipper also. Big bro, thanks for stopping by, man. She will tell me Tommy, she knows. The real ones. Always close. Um, Paul, I don't know, man. The thing is, um, I don't know, Paul. We'll see. But I talked to eBay yesterday. Even eBay, not Bob from eBay, Paul. I have eBay phone number. I called to their number, not the ones that you use for help and contact when they call you back. I actually have their phone number. I think that's American support. So like I called, and the person I spoke with, well, you never know. Of course, you never know what's gonna happen. But she told me that the case will be opened, and then it's gonna be closed in my favor. So that's what she told me, because she checked with I mean, she checked the tracking, and we'll see. I'll let you guys know. No one watches your videos. I know. Even I don't watch them. Back in office. Yeah, Angela, I'm gonna. She can sort your post. Mark, I don't think she'll like it. Mark, postcards, forget it, man. She can do like shoes, for example. If I don't like to clean them, she'll do that. That's see, Mark. That's the advantages sometimes of maybe having a wife. Sometimes dirty type of work that you don't want to do. In Tommy's case, most likely, probably not. Even though I can be mistaken, maybe Tommy's wife will not clean the shoes. But in my case, sometimes it does work. My wife will clean the shoes and wash the like if I buy like kitchen stuff like pans, all this type of like blenders, anything with kitchen related like food processors, she will wash it, and then I can list it, already clean. But sometimes certain wives will not do it, so it's like you never know, man. I will be at the rally. Okay, Mark, you're gonna be invited to my room too, man. Stop by. We're gonna have some vodka, some Russian food. We're gonna be trying out Russian food, Mark. So I'll bring some Russian food, some Ukrainian vodka, some Irish whiskey. So we're gonna be trying out, see how's that gonna go before we're gonna go to, downstairs to the bar area. Paul Sports guy, you can also stop by. Fill out your refunds. I'll fill out. Okay, well, thanks, man. I'll check. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how it is because I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but in from my understanding, is that I don't know. Maybe you're right about standard envelope. I don't know. I've never. That's the first one. I don't ship standard envelope stuff anyway. Like a lot of it. That's the first. I've shipped like maybe 10 before. That's the first one that said they didn't receive it. So like we'll see. I mean, if they're gonna close, I'll check out on that today and see what if I need to fill out anything like that. So we'll see. Angela, let's go. What do Russian eat? I saw they just. No, Mark. There's. I'll bring if you're gonna be up to it. I'll invite you also, and you can stop by. I don't need to invite people. I mean, word of mouth, guys. I don't need. You don't need special invitation. With me, it's kind of simple. If you guys are up to it, you'll stop by and try it. And I'm open up to this. I'm not like one of those people that you need to send the freaking postcard, invite like, please come by, please stop by at certain time, RSVP. I'm never like this. I tell people like, if you want to stop by, stop by. I'm open minded. I don't see how many like YouTube, like how many subscribers someone has, like if how famous they are on YouTube. I don't give a crap about it. I'm looking at the person. If the person is nice, you can see it right away that the person is nice. They don't treat people like they're like, up in the sky looking at you like you're a midget or something, like you're a small person, like you're nobody, like, compared to them. I don't like those types of people. So like, you're a human. If you're a nice human being, if you don't have any issues with anyone, stop by. If you're normal, like you don't think that person is bad because he has no subscribers, or that person has 10 subscribers, or that person has 20,000, or I mean doesn't have any subscribers or YouTube channel. I don't give a shit about it. I mean, you're a person. You stop by. We'll talk. We can sit, drink, eat, whatever. I'm never like that. I'm not looking at that kind of stuff. For me, it's not important. It's not life changing. It's not gonna change anything in life anyway. For some people who, like, I understand, do YouTube a lot, and they hang out with only people that have certain number of subscribers. That's up to them. That's, I mean, they can hang out. I'm not one of those people. So, all right, guys. Anyway, thanks for stopping by today. I really appreciate you all stopping by. And tonight, check out Adam and Sarah live at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and reselling probably already on at 8 o'clock. The Amy and Dan. I didn't check, but I think things are on. Let me check just in case. I'm pretty sure they're on. Yeah, reseller workroom, guys. Amy and Dan are live right now, and later on, Adam and Sarah at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So subscribe to everyone if you haven't done so already, who are in the comments and the chat. I really appreciate it also. Have a great evening. Stay healthy. Sell a lot, find good stuff. Take care, guys.